All right, thanks, Edison. It started with your peak.
Come.
It's all downhill from there.
All right. Unfortunately, Tyler has not blessed us with the kumquat today. So,
I have delivered the cum.
yeah, thanks, Edison. Thanks.
I think the whole party did a little bit, but I just happened to be the peak.
Yeah.
I'm the peak cum.
All right. So, did we agree that it was going to be Katie to read off? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready?
You ready?
You ready?
How about now?
Are you ready?
I did it last time.
Oh, that's true. Are you ready?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna...
Oh god, it's being assigned.
Stonk!
God fucking damn it! How'd you make up that decision?
1. I rolled a 1 on a d4.
Oh, I'm glad to know I'm your number one.
No, it's because you were on my left.
Session recap, okay. Episode 28, Broken and Bloody. Oh god, there's a lot that happened.
Uh-huh.
It was mostly combat.
Yeah. Ironically, combat is the longest shit to write out because I have to explain what happened.
A lot happened in the combat. It wasn't like the Andor fight where it was just one drawn out encounter.
Mm-hmm.
No, there was layers to this fight.
Layers.
Stonk wakes up next to Rickard, chained to the walls in the bottom of the Jörmungand longship, captained by Dagfinn of Ísenda. Tavi wakes up across from them, and Slanei and Tyrell wake up next to one another. A man named Tabor was seated between Stonk and Rickard. Hi, Tabor. And stated that he's been on the boat for 9 months since being kidnapped in
Risaveriki.
Say that 10 times fast.
Risaveriki. Risaveriki. Oh, that's not 10 times.
Yeah.
I can't count that high.
And
It was like
Once I run out of fingers, I stop counting.
fingers, you literally counted on your thumbs there.
Mikkel wakes up chained in a cell with a splitting headache and encounters a Goliath slaver who speaks to him through the window in his cell. Slanei stands up to cuss the guards out as a distraction with Tyrell. The guards shoot Slanei with a sleep dart, and Tyrell grabs the needle and successfully hides it as the guard comes to collect it. Well done. Tyrell uses wild shape to transform into a weasel, taking the needle to the end of the chains to pick the locks. She successfully unlocks 2 of the chains before the needle breaks. Well done again. Rickard, Tabor, and Stonk send a message down the boat to the other enslaved people. Once the Goliath makes a move, escape.
To be fair, I want to say Grammarly said me saying other slaves was insensitive, so it auto-corrected to enslaved people. Thanks, Grammarly.
Thank you, Grammarly.
That's sponsored by
Grammarly!
For all your
For legal
slavery,
purposes, that's a joke.
That's a joke.
grammatical errors,
Mm-hmm.
we are not affiliated with Grammarly in any way,
Nope.
other than the fact that Lauren uses it. Stonk breaks the metal collar around his neck and initiates the breakout. He charges the guards with a halberd Rickard summoned as Tyrell shifts into a polar bear to break the chains of the remaining enslaved people, including Tavi. Slanei wakes up from the chaos, and Rickard and Tabor struggle to separate themselves. The enslaved people of the Jörmungand pull their chains from the whole walls of the boat and assist Stonk, Slanei, Tyrell, Tavi in taking out the guards. Mikkel breaks his chains and rams his cell door open, escaping the slavers guarding his cage by running up the stairs. Stonk and Slanei run to the second floor and massacre the guards, who begin to pull out their weapons.
Surprise round.
Surprise round, bitch. Tavi and Tyrell turn to the barracks and slaughter the slavers asleep in their beds.
Somehow that was the most evil thing that happened.
Yeah, that was pretty metal.
Rickard and Tabor fall up the stairs. Good to see they're, still hanging out. Stonk sees Mikkel, and in an attempt to stop Mikkel from running further upstairs, Stonk trips him with his halberd, causing his demonic curse to reveal itself. Mikkel begins to attack Stonk, and Stonk lures him upstairs. Stonk runs at one of the slave captains, wielding his halberd, while arrows shot by giant crossbows on the side of the boat fire at him. Mikkel begins mauling the slavers on the deck. Slanei and Rickard fight the slavers near the edge of the deck, and Rickard gets shoved off the boat by one of Dagfinn's guards. Rickard falls into the water, but is pushed out of the effects of the anti-magic zone and casts Fly. He summons a long sword into his hands and kills the guard. Congratulations, buddy.
Very anime.
Yes.
Whoa.
Slanei shoots a sleeping dart he stole off the body of a guard into the Goliath guarding the door to Dagfinn's office. Rickard and Slanei attempt to attack the iron runes on the boat's edge with the giant crossbow. And then the party takes down the woman with the halberd and finishes the rest of the guards, and Tyrell knocks Mikkel out of his demon boar form. There we go.
Woo!
That was the recap.
Woo! Thank you, Josh.
No problem. I do my best.
All right. So, at this moment, you guys have taken out a majority of the guards. There are still a few left, but that are being kind of cornered by the remaining slaves. You guys have currently knocked out the Goliath, who was about to run to the door with the two guards with Dagfinn. And you guys are currently on the deck, butt naked.
Yes. Excellent.
Perfect.
As
I'm
is
censored
tradition.
as a bear.
Mm-hmm, that is true.
You're furry right now.
Try and shoot off. Just keep firing until eventually the runes.
Sure, Slanei. Thank you. Anything for you, bastard.
Aren't you the one with horns?
Fuck up.
I will end you.
I will break every bone in your 4 foot body.
I'll end your yuck in existence.
Stonk is going to go wander up to the other Goliath man. That got
Okay,
knocked out.
so,
I'm not going in the quarters because I assume they're locked right now.
yeah, I mean, there's also a door. Sorry, not a. I mean, a man
Where's the man?
in the door.
The man is
Yeah,
acting as a door.
Yeah, he is the door.
His Family Guy got closed right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So wait, the door is closed.
The door is closed, and
Okay.
he slumped onto the door.
Well, that's okay. I
Second
wanted to
door.
go see him, not
Okay.
anyone
I
else.
Got it.
Can't roll. So
Okay.
I have disadvantage on
Still very butt naked.
Yep, still naked.
You're basically in your natural habitat right now.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I have 3.
What are you guys doing?
Rolling to fire the crossbow.
Okay, let's do one thing
Okay.
at a time. So we'll do your guys' first roll. Plus 4.
14.
14? Nope,
I
doesn't
think that's
hit.
what I rolled last time.
Nope.
Well,
Well, you tried.
We have one more chance before it actually fails.
Then you just go to the other
Yeah.
crossbow. 'Cause there is
Just
two.
snaps and just like decapitates.
if I have
I can roll if you prefer.
I'll test it. I'll test for Moxie.
I think if it's like a straight
Hey,
plus
natural
4.
16.
So plus 4?
20 to hit.
Alright, that hits. One of the arrows kind of makes its way into the iron and breaks it slightly, and it's sticking out.
Did it break the runes?
The iron.
It has hit points.
God damn it.
Boats have hit points, baby.
Just want to take off one of the runes. That's all I want. Is that too much to ask?
Apparently. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you can roll damage for it as well. I think it's 2d8 plus stuff.
Yep, just keep on rolling, buddy.
Assume it's 2d8 plus 2.
If it's only a plus 4, I think.
No, it's just 2d8.
I think mathematically it would be better for Slanei to roll
Yeah.
because
I have disadvantage.
2d8.
On my
3 and a 2. I mocked it by accident.
3 and a 2?
5.
Okay, so yeah, that does kind of stick out the off the gunwale. You want to keep going?
Oh, you tried.
For the most part, they are still intact, but you were able to wedge something in it.
you might
Yeah.
summon a mage pinky.
Yeah, you may summon a really angry mage.
It's like
Jesus
no mage hand is
Christ.
mage pinky. It can
Wow,
hold
maybe I
a
should be
butterfly.
rolling.
Yeah,
Wow.
probably.
Okay.
It's not gonna hit. That's
You shoot your foot with that roll.
Nope.
Okay, so that's 2 turns, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you shoot firebolt, it's gonna do 1d1 minus 1.
Thanks.
It's like gonna be there, but it's like not
No, please.
Okay. You guys want to keep trying, or you want to... What do you want to do?
This used to not be working.
One more for the shits and giggles.
One more for S&Gs.
One more for S&Gs.
Gets and shiggles.
Alright, Slanei.
Obtain the gets and
Flat
shiggles.
roll.
No,
That was
That's an
another
8.
4.
both times 8 for me.
Oh, boy.
Any more rolls like that, mister, you're going to jail.
No, please.
All
Can't
right.
afford to go back to prison.
Stoink.
Yeah.
I think it's your turn.
Alright, my turn?
Yep.
I want to go check out Goliath Man.
Okay.
What's he look like? What's his appearance? I know he's Goliath Man, but I want the deets.
Yeah, he looks to be around a little bit shorter than you, maybe around like 8'2", 8'4", somewhere around there. You can't tell, he's on the floor. He's got a black band tattoo that kind of goes across his face, and is wearing... I'm sorry, history check.
Is he sexy?
I mean, I was going
All
to have
Goliaths
to
are
roll,
sexy.
like,
What do you
a-
mean?
Something.
Well, we're clapping his ass alert the guards.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, it would.
Okay.
Is he gonna go off?
14?
Okay. With a 14, I would say that you would actually probably recognize just kind of the tattoos and his general appearance to be a Goliath from Nepia Yadar.
Bless you.
Yeah, I know. So I'll send you...
Yeah, could you send that in writing? Because,
I'll sure... Don't worry, you'll have the map soon.
Ooh, a map.
It's got a ya in it. Nepia Yadar.
Yeah.
Nepia Yadar.
I am Lord Yaya.
And he's also seemingly wearing black leathers with kind of white fur cloak attached to him, but it's a little too short for a Goliath.
And this was goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'll say he probably looks to be early 40s.
Oh, he's old, kill him.
is there any rope nearby?
Investigation check.
Lamp
You
boys.
said you were coming
Rope.
with me.
Yeah.
Bombs.
Would you like to get...
Sure.
Or do you want me to give you advantage for finding rope?
I
think
don't
he
know
was-
if I'll need it.
I think you have the same modifier.
I mean, we have disadvantage regardless, so we'd be
for
rolling
investigation.
flat. Yeah.
16.
Okay, I have 16.
It's better than what I would have rolled, which is, you know...
I only have a
plus
+1.
With a 16, you quickly notice under the balcony here. So you're still bare, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you notice under the balcony, and you grab 50 feet of rope.
Alright, I'll take the rope, and I'm gonna find this guy. Specifically, I'm gonna drag him over to the edge of the boat,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to bind him up so that he can't easily escape. And I'm just gonna make it easy so that if he starts to resist, I can just kick him off the edge.
All right. I'm not sure what you'd have to roll to do that.
Sleight of hand, dex
Yeah.
check, one of the two.
I'll give you a sleight of hand or dex check. Up to you.
Okay. It's a +2 regardless.
Yeah. One of you guys close that window. Just a little bit
Don't
loud.
do the trick.
It's a trap.
18 + 2.
Damn.
A natural 20.
Dorty.
Yeah, you do it, and you do a damn good job. How do you do it? You hog tie him, you just make him uncomfortable, you do some weird bondage play, make him
Bondage.
uncomfortable.
I was gonna say some fetish stuff.
Stonk, Slanei, you notice from the other side of the boat that the not stonk ties are oddly kinky.
I learned it from my granddad.
This gets my attention, and I'm going over the stonk for this party.
Dear God, okay.
Now I have that image in my head.
Okay, so I'll say that probably takes you a couple of turns. So at this time, you guys are all at the same time.
Guess I will head up because I can't actually damage these runes, apparently.
So sorry.
Can't do magic.
It was a good try.
I want to do magic.
Don't worry, we'll just crash the boat.
No, please.
Why? You want to keep the boat?
For a little bit?
Yeah,
You
we're
do
gonna
not
keep
have
it
enough
until
people
we
to man
get to shore, and then
Keep
we're
it
gonna
till we
ground
crash
it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We could sell it. It's like money.
Yeah.
Nah.
Whoa.
You could do the thing where you tie somebody to the wheel and just go, bye!
Bye now.
Have fun crashing it!
No, we'll do more than just that. put a hole in the bottom of the ship.
Bye now.
Bye.
Okay. What do you guys want to do? Mikkel is currently passed out on the dock right now.
Someone should get him below that.
I can probably do that. Do you think I'm strong?
You're bear.
Probably, yeah.
Strong.
I'm still, because I was pulling the...
Yeah, you can always move back.
Okay. Hopefully. I'll
Got
try
that
and
bear
leave him below
dexterity.
deck. In the room that we murdered a whole bunch of
Surround him with the bodies of the inferior.
Make him think he did it.
Comfy.
That'll definitely give him a good...
Dip his like paws in their blood too.
You should bring some like the spare slaves that died.
Oh my God.
So it makes him think that he
Christ.
went into a complete rampage and killed friend and foe.
I'm not actually going to
And then we dress up
just
one
to
of the
be
party
clear.
members as like a dead person.
Don't listen to
sitting
him.
There.
Don't listen to him.
Why would you do
Why
this?
would you do this?
You guys, okay, I take it back. That's chaotic evil.
That is completely chaotic evil. But that's only because we've killed all the slavers. There's nothing left that's worse than us.
It's chaotic evil because it's gaslighting and manipulation.
It's gaslight gatekeep stomp boss.
That's me. Hey! 16 plus polar bear strength.
I can't count. 21.
You're able to drag him on the ground.
Okay, I just want to take him downstairs to the most barren room.
Okay, there are dead bodies in all of them.
Oh, well, shit.
Unless you want to put him back in his cell.
I don't think we should do that.
Okay. You could just make an area for him on the floor below you.
Drag a couple bodies away.
Yeah.
Put them in the corner.
Put like a little
Tuck him in.
head. Yeah.
Give them a kiss goodnight.
Put them in one of the beds that you didn't murder them in their sleep in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One that's not stained in blood.
Bare wet snoot kiss.
Okay.
Sound effects really do add a lot.
We've already lost our minds and the session really hasn't started.
No, not really.
We have done 3 actions? Maybe 4?
It's been almost 20 minutes. It's 17 minutes in. Oh, that's not where you are.
Oh.
Like, stick
I thought it was
halberd over the side,
downstairs.
just
That's not
whack
downstairs.
the room.
This is
Oh,
sensitive.
right. I pick up my halberd too. Forgot to mention that.
Yeah, okay. No, I think
That's implied, but
I think you did actually mention that.
Yeah, I think last
I think
session.
I mentioned it at the last moment
Yeah.
before we
While
left.
I'm downstairs,
Yes.
can I search for my shit or just shit in general?
Sure. You can. You would have to search for one room at a time. So I'll say you are currently in the room that Stonk and Slanei surprised everyone in. So that's right next to the barracks room. So I will say do an investigation check.
Should have mental stats. You have a +1.
Yeah.
You just roll this one.
3.
3. Yeah. Nah. You don't know.
I can't find any.
More bear.
Sorry, guys. I am bear. Grr.
Tavi, Tabor, what are you guys doing?
Once Slanei gives up on the whole railing thing, I'm just gonna go back downstairs and look for my shit.
Okay. What room are you gonna look in?
Probably not the death room. The storage area.
You have not seen a storage area yet. You've been too busy killing everyone.
Can I look around for the storage area?
Okay. I'll say that looking around would kind of remove you from what's going on up here, because that would include you doing a couple investigation checks to figure out where you are on this massive boat.
Aaron, okay. If I stay upstairs, can I just look bodies?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll do that.
Okay, do an investigation check for me.
Just grab their pocket change.
It's disadvantage, right? I still have the stuff.
Yeah. I think everyone has still disadvantage on their
Yep.
checks.
Okay. 12.
Okay. With a 12, if you want to grab any of the weapons that they had, whether it's a hand axe or something like that, you don't find any of the poison darts, but you do find one of the crossbows that is used to shoot it. Yeah.
Can I try and find any of the poison darts?
Okay. But with the 12, you don't really get anything more than that. You could try to steal someone's armor who looks similar to you, but again, it takes 10 minutes to don armor, and then probably a little extra time to take it off someone.
I'll grab another hand axe. I dual wield that thing.
Yes, that's what Mikkel does.
I will do that.
Okay. You want to roll? What are you looking?
I'm looking on the bodies of the people who were firing crossbows.
Okay.
That's a 7 investigation.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
Okay.
Unfortunate. Did you want to talk to your boyfriend?
Oh, I'd love to talk to the boy toy.
Well,
Is the
Roll
party-
play it out, because that definitely isn't what... Maybe it is. Who knows?
That's
Are you that nonchalant about it?
no, that's
after
not.
I finish tying up a big stonk man,
Stonk Jr.
Stonk too.
Stonk Jr., and have him like nice and secure so he can get thrown off the side and drown pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
I should tie some like blocks of stone. To
Now
his
you're
body.
thinking of portals.
Yeah, all right. He wants to tie some cinder blocks to his feet.
Me.
I don't have thumbs yet.
It's true. It is true.
All right, Rickard, help me with this.
I'm probably gonna
I can
return
help.
upstairs if
You
that's
go.
okay.
Got
I
it.
have a +4 to my attack.
Strength.
That's a stray. What?
Oh.
It's cinder blocks.
I thought it would be sleight of hand for tying it.
Oh, tying it up. Yeah, that's probably. I mean, either way, I'll take it off,
check for cinder blocks.
Oh
too.
boy.
Or just stone in general.
Hey, got a
Anything heavy?
disadvantage.
I will say Stonk at this moment before any of you guys roll that. By the door, you hear a little bit of a
Oh,
clamor.
yeah.
A clamor in there.
I assume they're doing something other
Yeah.
than just,
Standing there, waiting to die.
Yeah.
You mean like they look like for their minute?
Can I keep like an ear out to see if I hear anything specific?
You just hear rummaging.
It's kind of like this.
You know,
You know-
this guy's not gonna wake up. And
I'd like to knock on the door.
Can we fit you there?
Yes. I'd like to knock on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Having the doomsday fucking
Yeah.
bring
Oh,
you to
God.
when I see Slanei going to the door to knock on it, I'll like come
I,
behind him and just kind of stand.
the power move isn't breaking down the door. The power move is knocking, asking
Politely.
for permission.
You hear
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
a screech as they barricade the door.
I sigh audibly, and then I just step to the side and just look at Stonk expectantly.
This is somewhere.
Alright.
cowards.
I will go up and I will break down the door. What should I roll for this?
Is this an attack roll for the
Shove
door?
breaking
shove the thing.
down door. D&D 5e.
You can.
There- We are not improv the door
just
breaks.
make it an
This is
attack.
the line. This is the line we're drawing.
We improv a lot of things here, but breaking down a door, that's
It
one
needs to
step
be
too
realistic.
far. Follow the rules as is.
We need to do it.
All right. I'll say it's a
There's no
Is this-
rules on
I'll
it,
say it's
therefore
strength.
every door is
fuck 'cause fuck
indestructible.
you. Unless you want to rage.
What, strength?
Yeah, it would be
Check?
it would be a strength. It would be like the equivalent of a
Like a shove attack?
yeah, like a shove. And that's
Shove
not
is
athletics. Oh, is it?
Shove is the same rules as grappling.
Probably tear down the door.
Oof. Just use athletics.
Okay, fine. Use athletics.
You're only doing that because athletics
It's
is
a
something-
+7.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, are you using like your shoulder? What are
Well,
you
here's the
using?
thing, I still have disadvantage.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
It's a check.
That is true. That is true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you
That's
could make an
true.
attack
I'll do that
if the shove doesn't work.
Here's Stonky.
Are there any windows on this, by the way?
Not that you know of.
You want to give me a pointer on where to hit the door? Because
Yeah,
you're a
sure.
smart boy. Alright.
Just like it's just
Oddly enough, the door handle is the weakest part of the door.
like the door handle.
Alrighty then. Is that enough for help?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. 24.
Okay, with a 24, you give a solid crack to it, and you see the hinges beginning to break.
That would have been a 22 if I'd rolled at disadvantage. So.
What a shame.
But now, like, the door is a little widened.
Yeah, it's you start breaking the hinges, but the barricade is still keeping the door from swinging inward.
Alright, is it enough for Slanei to get in?
No, probably not.
Alright, then I'm gonna give it another shove.
Go, go, go.
Alright. 17.
Great. Tibor, what are you doing?
He's watching and he's dropping.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
You are just watching.
What did you say you rolled?
17.
You are watching
17?
naked men, and one is trying
Okay.
to break down a door.
I'm aware.
I'll say the door is now broken, but the barricade is still there.
know I'm a person. I'm really.
So you would have to, like, push it in now.
I'm just a bear.
Should we call out to them?
Hello?
Roll for intimidation.
There's no escape.
Roll intimidation. Flat roll.
I was about to say, with the fact we just broke down the door.
Hello?
Oh, that's not great. It's only a 12.
Okay.
But I did just call out there's no escape. I'd like to climb over the barricades.
Okay. So, Slanei's just going in by himself then?
Guess so. I'm
Okay.
gonna keep focusing on breaking in.
Alright. Slanei?
Do I see Dagfinn?
No, you don't.
Damn it.
You get through and you start climbing atop the table, the barricade, and you see two guards, one of which is standing near where the desk was, and another one who appears to be kind of guarding the a stairwell that goes upwards over here. I think now's the time to roll initiative.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Boy howdy. Oh boy howdy.
Oh, I rolled a 4!
I rolled a 4 too.
I rolled a 2.
Hey.
Is it the 4 on the same dice?
What's
No, it's a different dice.
Let's put that one to bed forever.
So you
Okay.
go first.
How do I need new dice with how many dice I have?
So guards were a 4, and then Dagfinn was a 14.
Okay.
Or I just pulled it.
Stone's a
It's
second.
only rolled that twice.
Okay, you want to put this one
15 to 20?
No,
Yeah, 18,
he's
18.
gonna roll.
No one else?
Mm-hmm.
What did you
No.
get? I got 10.
What about you, Tabor?
7.
Okay. Wow, you guys really did roll bad.
Tabor just doesn't have good stats.
I mean, I know that.
Oh,
That can be fixed by rolling well.
That's a 9.
Okay. 15 to 10.
6.
14 for Dagfinn.
14 for Dad.
And then 4 for the guards.
No.
Sorry, 5.
Oh, well, shit.
That plus 1 to Dex.
10 to 5.
6.
10 for Tavi. Which means that
I'm
Tavi-
shocked. I like playing someone with a high initiative score.
And then
Will I hit anything today?
you were 6. You were
9.
9. Okay, so you're next.
Schultz.
Yes.
Schultz.
And Schultz again.
And then you rolled a 4. They rolled a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Is it you plus your...
Yeah, you add your
Oh, I'm
dex.
7. Sorry.
Wait, is that
I haven't
yours or
been
is that the
adding-
bears?
That's the bear.
Okay. Yeah, you always add
Yeah, I haven't been adding
your
that.
dex to your initiative.
It's I feel like that's a much better mistake than forgetting to add,
Proficiency.
proficiency.
Josh has never seen such bullshit before.
They laugh at him.
Should we put Tyrell on here? Because they're like transporting Mikkel down.
They already did that because you guys took a little while to tie everything up. So I'm saying you guys are not near the action, but you still will have an action to do things.
If you want to do something.
And Mikkel's not here, so we don't have to worry about that. So then the last one is Slanei here.
Why am I last?
You rolled a 6, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm above the monsters.
I rolled the guards rolled a 5.
Can we just put them at the same term as Dagfinn? Because we don't have another one for other guards.
Fine, okay.
Or move Dagfinn down to them.
No.
Okay.
Alright.
Fine. Dagfinn is
Slanei, your surprise round was
Hello?
Hello?
There is no escape.
It's a pretty good surprise.
You immediately get knocked out, and then...
I'm gonna cry if that
Alright.
happens.
Whose turn is it?
Rickard's.
Alright, I'm going to dash, which makes my movement normal. I'm gonna run all the way up to here, and then just gesture to Stonk.
Thanks.
For those listening at home, he's pantomiming two arms going in the same direction.
Thank you.
Like
Pointing towards the door.
Pointing towards the barricade, the door has been pushed open.
The door has not been. Well, the door is broken.
Oh.
The barricade is still keeping the door for the most part shut, so that's why you had to use your whole action to get it.
Okay. Well, it's now Stonk.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Kick it at the guards.
He's gonna launch Slanei.
Honestly,
Yes, do it.
Launch the halfling.
I'd be down to kick the table. I'm gonna try and kick it and like take out the knees of that guard.
Unarmed attack.
All right.
Who's
I'll do
AC? Are we
reckless.
doing okay? AC against wood is
I don't think Wood's AC is
15.
very high. Oh, it is.
it's the same as the guard. Oh,
Oh, thank God for reckless. 19.
19. I saw the nat one. And I just kind of oh.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
don't have that bad.
19. Oh no.
Why, hello there.
Ah. You know what? No. Dex save. See if you stay on
Can
the.
you surf the table?
Yeah.
Table surfing.
Let's see it. Dex
Oh my god, don't.
Wow. Yeah, you stay on and you stay upright.
That's a 23.
Jesus Christ.
Make it happen.
You don't even like budge. You slide.
Naked halfling is surfing on this table.
Alright, that was my first attack.
I'm ready to commit
no,
more
I'm ready to go.
crimes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hello.
Don't you have 2 points of exhaustion?
I only have 2.
Yeah, that's half movement.
Shit. Alright, you're right.
So you shall only have 20 feet of movement?
Yeah.
5, 10,
It doesn't matter because they're still within range.
15.
Oh no. Boo-hoo.
Oh no.
Oh no, that changed my game. I had to actually use diagonals to get to that point.
He's gonna get guillotined.
Is he actually prone or prone?
Prone.
Okay, prone with quotation marks. So then I've already used a reckless, so it's reckless for the rest of it.
Got it.
I killed both of them.
Wow. Natural 19 destroys the guard.
Plus 7. Yeah, that's gonna be
26.
a little bit of damage. 26 to hit. I'm not attuned to this weapon yet. Again, so it's just 1d10 plus. Okay.
Mark this roll.
11.
Dead.
Yeah. All right.
That's how much they have.
All right, and that's Stonk's turn. Do I see anything else other than the stairs leading upwards?
Fancy bookshelf. It looks a lot more disheveled in here than last time you were in here.
Oh God, I can't imagine why.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're panicking.
Wow.
It's almost
Alright.
like their crew is in the single digits now. You count them on a hand.
It's almost like I called out. There is no escape.
I think there are 7 left that are currently being harassed by the other enslaved persons.
Don't you mean formerly enslaved peoples? Because they're
That is, I mean, as long as Dagfinn's alive.
actually, I don't know. With Stonk, they might be under new management.
Okay.
Holy shit.
All right. Let's go.
I have no faith in him.
We never have.
Should we?
Damn, it's their turn, by the way.
Okay.
One of them's dead.
He's gonna look down at his dead guard buddy, and he's gonna look up at you. He's going to position himself in the doorway up the stairs,
Wow.
and he is going to hold his action for if you try to get past him.
Do what?
Try.
Why are these guys so loyal?
I wonder.
Do they have free dental?
Oh my God.
Oh my
They must
god.
have great benefits.
Do they have a 401k and a retirement package?
Oh yeah, I know you guys were curious. It's just for the sake of a reminder. Some of the guards had that line on their head.
Yeah.
I know you guys were curious about that. Just bringing that up, just to remind you.
Howdy, your turn.
I wrote it all down.
Yeah, but I'll just follow people up the stairs. As far as the office.
You were you were investigating on the bodies, right?
Yeah.
So I'll say you aren't here. You were over there investigating the bodies. So it'll probably take you a couple turns to get there.
Bobby has full movement.
You have full movement. Are you at?
I just have 1 point.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah.
She could probably, or he could probably
I
make
heard
it
the
there.
door busted, and I was just like, "Oop, time to
Time to go.
If they were
Time for
farther
action.
out over this way, they could probably make it to like here, and then
Yeah.
they're able to do it in the
Okay.
next round.
Sounds good. Up next.
Well,
Two more.
Tabor, what would you like to do?
You're back.
You're probably
not
you're off the
even-
board.
You're kind of just watching this happen from a
Yeah,
distance.
it's over on your side.
Peeking out from the corner.
This is spicy.
Only a bit.
Question: is there any bodies around me currently?
There are many guards' bodies. They are
Okay.
brutalized, bleeding.
Lovely. Is there any like axes or like single-handed weapons?
Roll an investigation check to see if you can grab something.
Wait, that's this.
Constant exhaustion for 9 months.
God.
I like to imagine you had normal stats before that.
No, he gets like a full night of rest, and you're all just like, "What happened to you?"
Oh, after a full night of rest, you gain 20 in all
Is it
stats.
Flat.
That's
So-
why they.
I might mention that I'll probably say that those without cold resistance could have grabbed a cloak at some point, but I'll say if you guys spend any longer in the cold without doing that, you will have to start rolling more exhaustion
Am I
saves.
fine as bear?
You're fine as a bear. Don't worry about it.
I'm cuddly. He needs to be warmed up.
Oh God. Just had a flashback to the wild. I'm so cuddly and I like you. And I want to die.
Hard.
What does a 2 get?
Nothing.
There's a hand axe directly to your left. You just can't look left
Do you
right
have a
now.
minus?
You have a kink in your neck.
No, they rolled a 2 and a 16 or something.
I'll find a cloak when the adrenaline wears off.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Josh.
Some spicy
All right.
gossip in the
Did I miss anything?
Do you want to move anywhere?
You missed a
Yeah, you still
natural
have-
2 to find a weapon.
15 feet of movement.
So no weapons, despite there's weapons everywhere.
I don't see them. You just follow the naked Tommy. There are some blood on the ground, but I don't want to step on it with my bare feet because that's icky.
You're tiptoeing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
It's also fucking cold and you're not wearing shoes.
I don't want to step in the blood. That's gross.
The blood is warm.
I don't want to step in the blood.
Honestly, understandable.
Stand on the body. You don't know what's in that people's blood.
You don't know what STDs they have. Probably quite a few.
At least a dozen.
I've categorized them.
Prance around.
Would you like to know the list of all the STDs in Eldingheim?
I'd like
Yes,
to follow-
actually.
I'll make some.
I
Yeah, follow the
genuinely
naked
would want
Tommy.
to know this.
Yeah.
Maybe over
Safety in
here.
numbers. I don't want to be alone. Following the naked Tommy. He looks very
15.
angry right now. He looks like he knows
Yeah.
what he's doing. Maybe
One
he's seen
less.
a less bloody one.
Follow the naked
All right.
road.
Up next.
Trill.
I just want to move as close to the door as I can. 35? 35? Well, I
you
can't
have
do
40
that.
feet of movement.
Oh.
Yeah, as a bear.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I'll probably
One
dash
or
up.
2 points.
Mhm.
Well, that's what I'm saying. With a dash, you have 40 feet. You
Oh,
can't use your action anyway, so
Might as well dash.
Yeah.
Go
move to
fast.
the railing.
Okay.
Be able to squeeze through the door.
You're going to find out.
Up next.
It's me, little old me.
You're on the table.
That guard is holding his hand axe toward.
Hey, buddy. I'm right behind you. I'm going invisible with my channel divinity.
Okay.
I want him to waste.
I thought you already used that.
I have 2 channel.
You get 2 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Never
'cause
mind
it's
then.
based upon my channel divinities, and it
Yeah.
went up when we got to level 5 or 6, whatever. So I'm doing that,
It won't go up again.
and then I told him I was behind him,
So now you're going to be in front of him to
I'm gonna be
bamboozle?
in front of him. But I want him to waste his action by me telling him I'm behind him.
Okay, roll a deception check with advantage.
Okay, I'll roll flat.
Let's see your deception, bucko.
Thank God
Thank
I'm a
God you're a
halfling.
halfling. Holy fuck. That would have been embarrassing.
Mostly because I can't actually even get there even if I wanted to, but I want to waste his...
Hey!
Deception, 18.
Okay. He looks behind him. Okay, up next.
Bonk.
Start of the turn, Rickard.
Oh
I need to mark
boy.
that down as thank God I'm a halfling.
I'm gonna dash into the room so I don't have any movement.
5, 10, 15. There you go. That's it.
You don't need to dash in.
You're in the room.
You're in the room.
You could throw the hand axe. I don't know if you have one. Oh no, you have your longsword.
I do have my longsword.
Just yeet the long sword.
Yeah, sure. You can definitely do that.
Well, if I'm not
You're not in his
dashing,
room.
if I'm not dashing, I
Not the
actually
longsword
could
either,
make it
it's
into a
spirit,
room
I can feel it.
and throw my longsword.
Even then, you're not the long
I don't
sword
think
in
you
this
can
room.
throw a
I
long
don't
sword.
need to be.
You can throw anything. Just, it's not going to do as well as other weapons that are specifically designed to be thrown.
All right, fine.
What?
Nah.
I can do?
Nah, that's not a very good strategy. So I am just going to use the dash, which would make my move at 30 feet.
Alright. You have 15 more.
Some more around 34? He's too innocent.
Realize I've walked away from
Break your heart.
Yes, you did.
Ah, who cares?
Yeah.
You have Stonk, Slanei. At that point, anything else is overkill.
A bunch of naked people and then a bear following.
Right, I keep forgetting we're naked.
Dom.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Well, Snog isn't naked. He's wearing a lot of blood.
I'm going to
Kick the body to
I'm
the
just
side.
going to remove him from the room because he's in my way.
Mhm. You kick him out of the way as you walk closer,
Yes.
intimidatingly.
I step on him as
His-
I walk closer.
His skull just,
It is
Wow. I didn't even say I stepped on his skull.
it's implied.
It's implied.
Adding more to that intimidation factor.
Yep.
And I will calmly approach this last guard. And I'll get right up in his face. Move.
With that deception, intimidation with advantage.
God damn, this exhaustion's fucking with me.
You gotta use your muscles for this intimidation, though, right?
You
Sure
did just
hope
kill. You just double killed a man. There is no head.
Intimidation, that's
You can use strength.
Yeah.
As it should be. Wow.
13.
13. He does not move, and he will use his action to drive his little hand axe thingy into your chest.
Oh, that was the wrong action.
Okay.
That's an 18 plus stuff.
Okay, he hits.
That's a...
Nah, he hits
Oh.
already.
This is where you grapple him. And
You
then
gotta
just
take
unarmed him.
3 slashing damage.
You know what? I don't think I'm raging, so I take 3 slashing damage.
Holy shit!
Oh, I know, it's shocking.
He's in critical condition.
Now, unfortunately for the guard, it is
Can
still
I kill
Stonk's.
I mean, yeah, now you can.
Alright, yeah. I'm just gonna drive this halberd right through his chest and into the wall.
Nice.
We have the limbo under the.
It's a 21 to hit.
21?
21.
That hits.
I'm just gonna roll
I think it does.
check. 26 to hit.
Yep.
So the first one would do 10 damage. And the second one would do also 10 damage.
Dead. Very dead.
And then once he's impaled on the wall, I'm going to pull the halberd out from his body and
His
let him
body
slump
crumbles.
to the ground. And I'm going to use my movement to head up the stairs.
All right,
Can I teleport over here?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I'll let you teleport me to where I need to be. Hooray!
You're at the top of the stairs here. You see...
Where's bitch?
Hold on. What's your passive perception?
Not great.
Okay, you probably don't see him then.
Oh boy.
It's 12.
Yep.
It is his turn now.
Okay.
Walked into his blind spot.
Yeah, if that's the case,
That's true.
Stonk.
Yeah.
As you walk up the stairs, you walk into a room that appears to be a bedroom of some sort, with bookshelves that line the walls and a really nice table in the center with a pretty carpet and a large with a large bed with 2 small stairwells that kind of ascend up the sides of it. You don't see anything, and as you look around, your head turns and you see in the corner Dagfinn.
T-posing.
He is not. You notice Dagfinn wearing Tavi's amulet of health and holding Turil's sickle.
Shit.
Grr, grr.
Yeah, and he gonna attack you. He gonna attack
It is his turn. Go
Yep.
for it.
you. First attack. That is a 7 plus stuff, so that misses. His first attack misses. Second attack is a 4 plus stuff, so that also misses.
Also, Lauren, I hate to let you know this. Neither of those work. Magic items don't work on the ship.
I know.
Yeah. He's just wearing them to feel better about himself.
Because they're fancy and they're really nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was wearing it because he knew the effects, and I'm like, wait a minute.
To be fair, it would be a power move if he was off the ship when he was doing this.
Yep.
But he's not.
Right now it's
It's more vanity than
Now
it
it's
is
just big,
Okay.
big
power.
boy.
Next.
As he goes at you and he swipes with the sickle, you are able to, he misses with the first one because he was clumsy, and the second one you're actually able to take a step back and avoid the second swipe. Alright, up next. Whose turn is it?
Tabby.
Tabby.
I guess I'm just gonna keep chugging upstairs.
You're stuck
5,
behind the
10,
bear.
15, the bear's in the way.
The bear's been in the way this whole
Yeah, I saw this here before.
I really should just
In
not
fact,
be
you
bear.
know this one, like...
I mean, at this point, you
one
don't
foot
need
switch.
It's already a stretch that you're allowed in here.
No bears allowed. It says on the
I don't want to
side.
be
You're gonna hold the dash action?
To follow through.
Okay.
I just leave
Lauren. Kelly's holding a dash action to follow Terrell.
I'll just chug along the side.
If I
Sounds
can
good.
fit.
Jabor!
Schultz.
Sure.
You want to make it to where they are?
dancing between the blood puddles.
You can try.
Rolls a negative.
Oh! Do I
Oh.
find anything with the 3? It was a nat 20 and a 3.
Oh boy.
No, you don't.
A lot of blood
Hey,
can
just-
always.
Just 17 more rolls and you get a nat 20.
You're just like, oh, what? It's like, oh, what could this be in his pocket? Oh, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching
It's like
it.
a dead rat.
You in fact do pick up a hand axe, but it's covered in blood. I can't use this.
No! It's a hand. Get in my nails! Okay.
Do you then move where the
Yeah.
others are?
Then I follow the naked Tommy.
Maybe I'll find a weapon along the way.
Alright. Terrell. Wait, that was 15 right?
Yeah, well, that I was saying that these minis over here aren't where they actually
Oh,
are.
no,
So those
but that
minis
was-
were just
He was actually here,
okay.
behind the bear the first time. Moved there and is now there.
Okay, got it. Up next,
Terrell.
Drill!
I might not be able to make it through the door.
it's difficult terrain, I'll say, because it's not meant for a large creature.
5,
Half
10,
movement through the
15,
door.
Get it through the door.
25. And then your end, so 30, 35, 40?
I
I
meant
follow.
No.
difficult terrain.
Yeah, you could just make it inside as a bear.
Because
still.
that is 5 foot wide, and you are
So then Tavi just makes it behind.
20,
Yeah.
25, 30, and then yeah, you're there.
Will.
Woo.
It's,
Me.
yeah.
I'd like to go up the stairs. I assume I can't make it all the way up. Can I see up here though? Do I see him?
I will say, I would have moved a bit into the room, because I had movement.
I'll say your dodge was what?
Yeah. So the stairs are clear.
Do I see him?
With your passive perception, you hear the kind of clanking of the metal against metal as Stonk uses his halberd to block the
I'll
signal.
dash in.
Mm-hmm.
My invisibility's about to drop. That's just how it do.
That's just how it do.
It's just how it do. But I'd like to have the crossbow aimed at him with the last dart.
Mm-hmm.
And as I drop out of invisibility, put it down.
Intimidation with advantage.
Are you aiming at his dick?
I 100% aiming at his dick.
Yeah!
Oh my god, dirty 20.
Okay. Alright, who's next?
Rickard.
Rickard. My buddy, my pal.
Let's dash up these stairs.
Yeah. That's good enough.
That was as far as I could make it, by the way.
Mhm.
So I literally couldn't have gone a step further.
So am I just seeing this congested hallway?
Yeah.
You can walk past me.
Use some Vicks Vapor Rub up in here.
My turn?
Yep. You could hold your action
Wait.
until he responds.
Wait. So you shot, right?
I have not shot. I told him to drop it.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Your mouth.
He fully knows what this means.
Yeah, I'll hold my action. If he makes any aggressive moves, I'll kill him.
Okay. Up next.
It's him.
I'll
Alright.
yuck him.
I'll say I move a little bit in here, just so that there's more of a.
He grits his teeth and slowly puts down the weapon and holds his hands up.
Damn, I still want to kill him.
He doesn't say anything though. If anyone who's there wants to insight check how he's feeling.
Absolutely.
I'll fail this, but I want to anyway.
It's technically passive insight, but I like hearing click claps.
I mean, if you want my passive
That's
insight, it's
20.
17.
Okay,
I think it's
keep
-1, so 19.
God damn it.
5.
10.
All right,
Stonk.
Yeah!
Stonk.
Professor Stonk.
That, in the best way, without trying to sound grim, he wishes that he could go out on his own terms right now, and he is very scared.
Oh, it's about to get worse. Do y'all outside want to do anything?
Who's next?
Do we want to drop
Do
initiative?
we want to drop initiative, or...
We've killed everything and this guy's surrendering. So
Yeah.
I feel like
I'll say the other 7 guards on the other side of the boat are surrendered.
Okay.
they're getting their ass kicked.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Alright. Out of initiative.
I think we'll join upstairs, right?
Do we fit? Can we fit? Can you fit?
I mean, we can all move out of the way.
Just a bear climber.
Do you want to, like, lead him somewhere?
After he puts the sickle on the ground, I step on it and, like, drag it away from him.
Surreal. There's just, like, something... You just shiver for a second.
Stonk, I need you to catch him.
What are you...
Boonk.
I never said whether or not I wouldn't fire.
Okay.
Roll to hit. If you miss,
That would be
I swear to
It's
fucking
gonna be
God.
so embarrassing.
You're within 5 feet of him.
You just
He
stab
already
him
has
with it.
disadvantage.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I already had disadvantage. He doesn't have armor on, right?
He has leathers.
I genuinely, that's a
I don't think we're gonna hit.
7, 12?
That's his AC.
Oh!
Rickard burst out laughing.
Time to roll.
In the dick? In the dick?
Oh, it's definitely in the dick, by the way, Lauren.
Is that
23. I rolled a 19.
That's still not gonna feel great.
It is in the dick.
Sorry, what's his con?
+4. That is the
Shouldn't
stats for a bandit captain.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was applying the Amulet of Health.
Well, I mean,
I'm just kind of shocked that a bandit captain has +4 con.
yeah.
Stab me.
Well, Rickard definitely burst
That
out
felt
laughing
good.
from this.
Yeah. I will say it goes into his, like, inner thigh. And no?
If he doesn't go down because it didn't go in the dick, it's gonna go in, like, right next to the femoral artery. Right
Okay,
there.
okay. He, like... goes like that. He keels over a little bit, but he is staring daggers at you.
Oh, don't worry.
Shoot
I'm
again.
staring fucking
I
ducks.
would like to pull the needle out
Oh.
Stab in the dick again.
and stab him in the dick again.
Oh god.
It's-
Before you do that, he'll try and shove you off of him.
Okay. Oh, wait, this is contested.
Yo, does Sentinel
It's
work?
athletics, right?
That is true.
It's athletics for him.
He's trying to attack an ally within 5 feet of me. That's,
You can hit him if you want.
Hey, unarmed attack.
Try and grab him.
Just do a reversal.
Grab him.
So, what's a shove attack? Is it...
Well,
No, I don't do anything.
I think he still does in athletics, but I think I have contested acrobatics.
You can do acrobatics or
Yeah,
athletics,
okay.
whichever is higher for you. He has to do it.
Oh god, that's cocked, but I don't think that that's gonna matter. It mattered. No, it didn't. 8.
9.
Wow. I mean, all he does is shove you.
Yeah.
No damage.
He shoves you to push you away from him so you don't fucking touch him.
Stop, you stab him in the dick.
I'll say that he will try to remove it from himself. Yeah, okay. So he's doing that. He's removing that. He's muttering to himself in that bastardized Ísenda language.
I can hear that, right?
Yes.
What is it? I know
Uh,
you said it's a mixture of
yeah.
giant and
Common and halfling.
Ex-
Shit, fuck, cunt, fuck.
Thank you, Edison.
And we're now demonetized.
We were talking about cum in the beginning.
That's how we always open.
We opened with my voice peeking cum through the mic.
Woo! Alright.
It will make it upstairs by this time.
Yep, at this time.
Everyone's upstairs.
Do you guys want to move, escort him somewhere else to sit, or... Because there are chairs available. You don't have to stay congested by the doorway.
I'll escort him and throw him on the bed.
Thank you.
It's the cozy spot.
Yeah.
Slanei's on the table.
You could have thrown him on the table and stabbed his hand with the thing. Like,
Yeah, that would have been cool.
You're really bloodthirsty, you know
yes!
Tommy's not doing so hot.
No!
Do you want to be in there?
Yes.
I'm assuming you'll be like...
Yeah, everyone's gonna get it. Don't worry about.
Tabor!
Tabor, are you gonna peek? Are you eavesdropping?
We're gonna witness
You can
this.
be like in the stairwell if
You want to peek or do you want to be like full frontal?
Do you want to just look up through like the guardrails like a child on like Christmas morning, trying not to be spotted by the parents?
Or you could straight up take a seat at the table.
I've always belonged here.
What do you want to do?
I'm just imagining you just walking up like an Oblivion NPC.
Yeah, there's just some random food on the table. It's just like, ooh!
You have violated
You've committed crimes against Skyrim people.
What say you in your defense?
Alright. So, what do you want to do?
I take a little peek in there, and I see Slanei
You
stab
see-
this man
you
in
see-
the dick, and I know, oh, some shit's going down. I'm gonna just walk right. There's a bear. I'm just gonna go in because there's something going on here, and I want to know. I want to know. You want to plop yourself down?
You want to sit at one of the chairs?
Yes.
Pop a
Okay.
squat down by the fireplace.
You sit in the chair.
There is a naked
It's just like
halfling on
the
table
screech
sitting
of
at,
pulling
too.
out the chair as well.
Lovely.
It's a little awkward given the situation.
Alright.
Don't fuck with me. I ship the Timber and Slanei.
Anyways, would you like to begin your interrogation?
Torture time!
Yummy.
Terrell, you see your sickle on the ground.
Actually, I do want to get off the
I'm
table,
probably
get
gonna
on
grab
to the other side of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna try and find clothes.
Investigation check.
I also like to find clothes.
I'll give you advantage. You know.
Oh boy,
Make it
flat
flat.
roll.
You would only be looking
Make it
for
flat, okay.
I will say advantage would mean you're only looking for one person's clothes. You could roll separately and look for two people's.
So we both get disadvantage, or I give you just a flat roll.
Two flat rolls. One's for Rickard, one's for Stonk.
It's not a great roll, but I got a +8, so that's a 14.
Dagfinn's cloak looks nice.
Oh.
Where does it kill them?
Did I earn myself a new cloak?
I'll look for.
I'll say it's got white fur. It's fancy.
I kind of want a cloak.
You know, I'll also say, Trill, you notice that was a polar bear rug.
Ironic.
I'm taking this
I
cloak.
should have just curled up on the rug like a dog.
Investigation.
Started
Yes.
crying.
A one?
One.
One. Yeah, you're a little too focused on murder.
That's fair.
Yes, I am taking his cloak.
Okay. So, do you just take it off of him? Do you say anything? Do you, threaten him?
I'm going to say,
Give me your pants.
I'm going to say, give me your cloak. I can't believe you let us smuggle an entire halberd on board.
He just goes like, what? And he, after kind of looking really baffled for a couple seconds and realizing no one's gonna save him, he'll take it off and he'll hand it to you.
So, first of many questions.
How can you sneak a halberd on board?
That was the first one.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
The snark's already coming out.
Might as well be snarky in death.
That's a way to die.
Why us?
It's not like Gunnar would have given me anything better.
Stonk is keeping a close eye not just on Dagfinn, also
nice
looking
cloak.
at you.
Okay.
It's a nice cloak. I like this cloak.
That's actually okay.
Okay, never mind. And why me?
What do you mean, why you?
Well, you know exactly why I mean that.
And he leans in a little bit and goes, convenience.
Am I close enough to just stick my fingers in the needle hole?
It's awfully a small puncture. It's like an actual needle puncture. So you could, like, punch him in the gut instead of shoving it in the wound, but yeah.
I'm punching him right there.
Okay, unarmed attack.
Okay.
With advantage because I believe in you.
We just...
No. No.
God damn it.
No.
So you go in for that swing, and he partially, like, kind of moves out of the way. So you only brush your hand up against him, and he smirks.
Slanei's almost at the point of frothing in her mouth at this point.
If I may? Dagfinn, right? I don't believe we properly. That is.
Tabor, this is the first time you've heard his name. You did not know his name was Dagfinn.
It's been 9 months!
You knew him as a different name.
I think I'm gonna call him Dick, because that's what he sounds like.
Yeah, oh, that's
my
Dick.
name.
He's
You're
Dick.
right. Alright, then he's asshole.
Cunfin.
I'm sorry, Dick.
The Finnish man.
Doesn't respond.
He kind of makes a vague non-verbal gesture at you.
Well, you see, I believe we got off to the wrong start in this relationship, wouldn't you say?
You could say that.
See, Dagfinn, you were smart, I suppose. You found strongest people. I'm sure we would have fetched a high price. Which made one fatal error. You crossed me. Now, I know that all you want at this point is to just get this over with and die.
He nods.
But I'm a gracious man. You're not going to die.
His eyes widen a little bit.
Not yet. Not for a while. Tell me, how long has it been since we left?
36 minutes.
Couple days at most. Could only keep the lots of you sedated for that long.
Fair enough. Slanei,
Yes.
tie him up. We're tossing him overboard for a couple days.
I crack my knuckles. How painful.
I don't much care. Just make sure he lives.
This isn't soft rope.
Oh, I know. That wasn't the question. I would like to, as I'm tying them, make them a little bit too tight.
Mm-hmm. He grimaces at it, but is overall nonverbal.
And his hands and feet are behind his back.
Hog tie.
Hog tied.
All right.
Right, before we do that, strip him. I already got the cloak.
No hesitation.
Rickard's looking in the mirror.
No hesitation. Stripping him.
Okay. You guys are all witnessing this at this point. If anybody, I don't have objections. But
Just
if
in
anybody,
case anyone else might have qualms about, torturing a slave owner.
Can I unbear?
yes.
You have unbared.
You become bearable again.
There's a new person in the room and the bear is gone.
And now there's a naked woman standing in that bear.
there's
What's going
It's like, oh no, a bear. Oh god, it's a woman.
Oh,
I wanna go get my sickle.
Okay, you pick it up off the floor.
You're like, oh, bear's over here.
Yeah.
I have the power!
It's got a boot.
by the power of grace.
Oh yeah, I'd like to rip my amulet back off.
Okay. Yeah. When you walk over to him, you take it off.
Yeah,
All right.
I just look at him. Very
He gives you just. Have you ever talked to somebody who just doesn't care, and they know that them not caring pisses you off? That's
That's a
him.
great spot for him to be.
Does he have a nice
chained
closet?
to as well.
Because he's rich. Does he have a nice closet?
So
Probably.
My plan
Can I
is
search
I
the
want
closet?
to
Just casually
Um,
while we're done.
Do a investigation check.
So he's just above the water.
No,
So that he gets like
17.
cold water. But
You're waterboarding him.
no, we're not dipping him in the
I got
water.
double 16,
Yeah.
so I
The
got
ocean
17.
spray is all it's going to hit.
Oh, see.
That's worse.
Honestly worse because the
17.
salt will have time to
17?
dry.
With a 17, you look through the bookshelves and you find a chest that we're through a little bit of
Lauren, water's not
through a
allowed
little
around.
bit of
Almost still again.
Yes.
tinkering. You're able to open up the chest and you see some different clothings, like different leathers, pelts and such. But that cloak is the one that he had. The one that Rickard's wearing is probably one of the nicer ones that he has.
I don't mind.
Yeah. Okay.
I just.
Do you point out to everyone else as well that you found clothes?
I'm probably putting it on. You probably see it.
Oh yeah, I need
It's a
more
little
clothes
big
other than
for
just
ya.
a cloak.
But
Once Dagfinn is bound up and naked, I'm going to bring him out. I'm just gonna grab him. I assume I have the strength necessary to just pick him up and carry him.
Just grab him by the scruff of the neck.
mhm.
Ooh.
Or just the rope.
God.
Yep.
Drag him. Like a dog. And then I'm gonna bring him out towards, I think this is like the bow of the ship.
That is the front.
That's
Yes.
the bow.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to I'm going to secure the rope around the rope that he already had, and then I'm going to secure it to the handrail. And then any last words, anyone?
We never met in person, but
Hey, that,
I love it.
oh. Just to let you know, I gave you syphilis.
I don't know why you're so mad at us. You did this to yourself.
Well, I hope you enjoy the ocean. And I'm going to just kick him off.
He says nothing and he accepts his fate.
Slow death by cold.
Yay!
Can we check on the other Goliath?
Oh yeah,
He's conked out.
I shot him with one of the needles and he went down.
Is he gonna be out for like 8 hours? So.
I think I said 10 hours minus con, but I think I want to retcon that to 8 hours minus con.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to I don't want to completely remove what I said, but I think that 8 hours minus con is better. So that would have meant you would have been out for 4 hours.
Doesn't really change much.
No.
Means that I'm only out for 6 hours instead of 8.
Yay!
Speaking of which, I need to sleep.
Sleep.
There's a very nice bed right
I'm
there.
gonna go sleep in the very nice bed. Does
Mhm.
anyone else need to sleep?
I'm going to go look for my furs.
Come on, Richard.
All right. So,
Join Tyrell wearing clothes.
okay, you're gonna just wear some of Dagfinn's clothes.
And you said there was like a fireplace down here, right?
Yeah.
I want to sleep on the polar bear rug.
Okay. Terrell, pass me your mini. Sleepy time.
Nice.
Oh, yes. Slanei, sleepy time. Rickard, are you joining Slanei?
I mean, I'm putting on clothes first, but yes. But yes. Beyond just a cloak. Because just wearing just a cloak is weird.
I'll say that you and Dagfinn were probably similar in size, though he was probably a bit heftier than you. So the clothes are a little bit loose, but overall fit you and Tavi quite well.
We'll need to visit a tailor, but you know.
Wearing one of his shirts like it's a nightgown currently.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab one of like the hand-hooking ones and just rip it.
Oh, did I ever notice at any point?
I'll say you do now. You do now.
Earlier, and that's it. You do know now. We just like
Okay, you know.
some weird acne.
I don't. Stonk was.
I was focused for most of
Yeah, I'll say you didn't notice, but everyone else did.
I agree with that because when we were in the hold, I never noticed.
Yeah.
When we left,
Rickard's you both have observance, so you saw it. Tabor saw it, and then I know Terrell saw it.
Yeah.
So it's literally everyone but me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Mikkel.
Yeah. Which is honestly probably for the best that Mikhail doesn't know either.
Tyler says he's almost done.
Woo! Speak of the devil.
Devil.
The whole party's full of demons.
Not a demon.
Yeah, you only have the eye of one.
What?
Yes,
No. That's not it.
Even Rickard wasn't even here for the lie, and yet he has fallen for it.
Somehow.
Which one?
But don't worry, we're going to talk about that today.
Yeah.
Do we have to?
Maybe.
I do put the eye patch back on.
If you find your shit.
Yeah, you got to find it first.
Take a nap.
Yeah, someone look for all their stuff.
Yeah, let's
I'm
all-
looking for it, but I have shitty intelligence.
So we're Rickard and
You guys are taking a nap.
Yeah.
Good for you. You taking a nap? You're taking a nap. Tavi.
Yes.
Okay, you're taking a nap?
I would like to take a nap.
Alright, I guess
Are
I'm the
you
only
joining
one
the bed?
looking for all this
I
shit.
know
Okay.
Rickard, my old friend. We were strapped together for like 5 minutes.
Can I go to a different room?
Slanei, do you have any input on this little guy?
Slanei?
Yeah, okay, 3.
No.
And I rolled a
Hey,
17 too.
Yeah, nah.
Slanei has a long sense
should've used your eye.
That does not boost anything. Oh, I should have just used my eagle eye. What does my eagle eye see for me, Lauren?
Boat.
You should just use your eye.
At some point during the sleep, Slanei is the
And not like search the
Also,
eyes
everything is obscured right now because of the snowstorm.
He's adorable. I love him.
Eagle
And he's
eye.
oddly warm.
Come on. It's a ship. It's less than a mile long. Give it to
You're
me.
not even conscious of the fact he's doing it.
It's
You can
useless
see it
everywhere
clearly,
else.
but that doesn't mean you're focusing on it. Your perception was
I
still
know.
shit. So you see boat.
Yeah. Anyways, I
Once
get
again,
3 tries
Slanei's
before I
too
skip
tired
up,
to care,
right?
Notice the
Okay.
fact he's
Yeah.
doing this.
I'll just do this while everyone else is taking naps.
Mhm.
That'll be what I do.
What room are you looking in?
The storage room where it looked like Mikkel came out of. I'm gonna check that area.
Okay.
We're taking a long rest. We're getting
I
rid of
should
at least
read it.
1 point of
I would
exhaustion.
recommend
I'm back to
saving
normal,
some of those
baby.
investigation checks for other people. It's 3 tries per room.
Oh.
That's what we agreed on. So you guys wouldn't just keep trading off.
Well,
And
If we spend enough time going through everything, because I assume we'll have time,
Mhm.
we'll eventually find everything,
Yeah.
one way or another.
yeah, but there are also people who are going to probably live here.
Then I guess
Also, who's at the wheel?
no one. I don't care.
Fall asleep. We sleepy boys and gals.
Oh, yeah, because I know it's with your eagle eyes. I'll let you see this.
Yeah.
You actually see the
sarcastic.
mast of the boat with the I don't know what you call the sigil or like whatever the
Insignia.
yeah, whatever the symbol is that's on the mast.
Oh, the
Yeah, logo.
Fuck.
Insignia.
No, it's not it. It's oh shit. What is it called? I know what this is called. I'll figure it out later.
Okay,
I know
yeah,
what you mean.
and you see what appears to be a snake devouring its own tail.
Real creative.
Yeah.
I guess since everyone else just wants to take a fucking nap, I will watch both the Goliath
It's called a
and the
figurehead.
wheel.
Yay!
I'll just bring the Goliath over to the wheel and then hang out there for the
Okay.
entire time.
got it.
It's a
Well, I'm
figurehead.
sorry that I have 3
It's a
points of
figurehead.
fucking exhaustion,
You
Josh.
should be.
I could give you company if you need it.
I do not need it. I don't care.
Okay.
I am still naked while I'm doing this.
You don't need clothes.
I don't, but I would like them at this
I'll say it's at this point the cold is biting you a bit, but you're...
Hey, now hear me out. Just take it off of the Goliath who's unconscious.
He does have some pretty nice leather armor.
I don't need leather armor, though.
Just take his pants.
It's black, it's edgy.
I just need pants.
Okay, you take his
I
pants.
just need his pants.
Okay, they're nice pants.
Alright, I'm good now.
They're a little
Fully
short,
dressed
your
up.
ankles are exposed.
Oh, my ankles!
Stonk's not vain, but when people can see his cankles, he cares.
Even a regicidal maniac has
Insecurities.
insecurities.
I'm not insecure that I'm a regicidal maniac, but my cankles...
Ooh, that's why I use insert product here.
Alright.
But yeah, I watch Goliath and Wheel. Do I need to roll anything? And if so,
Survival
how do I fuck
check.
up? Okay, that's how I'll fuck it up. Okay, survival. I have a +2, but it's a disadvantage. Okay, 19. I rolled a nat 20 and a 17.
What were you doing again?
Watching the wheel.
Oh yeah,
and
you're
also-
good.
Okay.
We didn't crash.
Woo!
And also making sure that the Goliath doesn't wake up.
Yeah, he hasn't woken up yet. Alright, so is everyone doing a long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Stonk, while you're waiting at the wheel, you actually see some of the other slavers, not slavers, the other slaves.
No,
No longer
enslaved.
the freed people.
The previously
formerly
enslaved
enslaved people.
They are making their way down to some of the lower decks, but I'll say that you're paying enough attention to notice that there are around 19 left.
It's a good number.
It's a good enough.
like 30 though.
Yeah. Could have been worse. Formerly
That's what you get
enslaved
when
people.
that's what you get when guards versus 4 HP, because they can kill that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they're good for is killing commodores.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright. But yeah, I just watch it. Whenever the Goliath wakes up, let me know. I presume since he's Goliath man, it should be less than a long rest.
Yep. We'll give him a +3.
So it should be 5 hours.
5 hours. Got it.
Midway through long rest time.
So midway through the long rest time, and I'll say at this time, you guys probably killed Dagfinn at the... Was it during the day when I said that you... Because I saw you said you saw light, so...
Yes. You said daytime.
We haven't killed Dagfinn yet.
Okay. I'll say that it is approaching the late evening right now, so the sun hasn't set yet, but it's getting dimmer at this point. The wind has shifted slightly, but overall is still kind of propelling the boat forward in the Skarani River. But after 5 or so hours, you hear this coughing sound, like as he slowly and groggily opens his eyes and wakes up. You recognize this as when you wake up from this poison, you feel
2 points of exhaustion.
tense and heavy. So he's waking up at the minute and he's taking in his environment. You say anything to him?
Yeah, I'll take a look at him and I'll go, good morning, in giant.
Rise and shine.
His eyes unfocus on you, but refocus, and they go, "Who are you?"
Name's Stonk. What's your name?
He looks around and sees the predicament he is in. Solulfur.
What's that again?
Solulfur.
Soul.
Yeah, so
Solulfur,
I'll
these
send it to you.
nuts.
I'll send it to you before. But he specifically introduces. He says Solulfur. Solulfur the stone. So I'll send you that name. Solulfur.
What was that title?
The stone.
He really likes marijuana.
Stoned.
No, you misunderstood. It's not the stone, it's the stone.
He's actually really chill.
I don't think you. I think you misunderstood. I meant to only use my hand, not my blade.
How could you possibly misinterpret that?
Alright.
The joke that keeps on giving.
Yep. I'll say A tier for that meme. S tier is werewolves.
Yeah.
And I'm Martha.
Martha's S tier.
Yeah.
Actually,
PC.
Martha's transcendental.
Fair enough. Alright,
PGE.
what are you saying to him?
Where are you from?
He looks around a little bit more. And just kind of realizes there's no avoiding this conversation. And says, Nepyayadar, but I haven't been there since I was young. So what, does it matter?
Just curious. It's been a long time since I've seen one of us.
He doesn't elaborate.
Well, your previous employer is currently dangling on the front of the ship.
He
Should
lifts,
have died from hypothermia. If not now, a couple hours.
he lifts his eyebrows and kind of like looks behind him over the boat and just kind of goes, impressive.
Well, it's what he gets. Slightly surprised he even tried to steal me away. What made you work for him?
He kind of looks at you for a second and says, figured it might grant some respect among my peers. And it did. For a while.
For Goliaths?
What do you know about Ísenda, Stonk?
Not a lot. First I've really encountered anyone from it.
Where are you from?
Tandrula.
That near Kaine? Yes.
Yes.
Well, then you and your people were lucky enough to not have to encounter the wrath of the Ísendas.
What happened?
Many of us, myself included, previously didn't have a choice who we worked for.
Thank you, Ed. That's a good idea. I'll do that later. Didn't have a choice for who they worked for.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Slaves?
Initially. But I gained my respect, I gained my freedom. Most people on this ship did.
Went from being enslaved to enslaving others.
There's money in it. You have to understand.
No, I don't think I have to. Money is not what I am worried about.
He
Nor
shrugs.
respect. And besides, if you wanted respect, there's 100,000 different ways you could do that easier.
In Ísenda?
Why didn't you just leave?
And he kind of shrugs a little bit and goes, it's kind of hard to leave without a boat.
I am sorry.
It's
You're a
fine.
disappointing Goliath.
And he shrugs slightly and says, well, if my time is over, then it's over. You're more than welcome to get it over with.
Why does it with all of you slaves? You hate your job so much that you wish to die the first opportunity.
He looks...
Dagfinn was the same way.
He kind of looks around at all the dead slavers on the boat and then back at you. Says, you think I have a chance?
In a fight? No. You never stood a chance. Well, that doesn't mean you have to die.
What do you want from me?
I don't really need anything from you. See, I'm in a kind of a good spot right now. More than anything, it's just fun to talk to another Goliath. It's been so long.
I bet it has.
I want to be honest with you. What have you heard about the Abnordian Empire recently?
Recently? Not much. I did hear that there was going to be a wedding.
Yes, I was there. Quite the extravagant affair. But then the king died.
Did he now?
Yes,
Got what he deserved.
I would say so.
Not said.
I believe that's what you ran into with, what was his name? Gunnar. See, now there's all these power struggles in the kingdom, and, well, Gunnar was in a bit of a bind.
I didn't get much of an opportunity to explore Baruvik, though. I didn't really feel the need to.
Well, it is a shame. If you'd been more willing, maybe if you wanted to explore more, maybe you wouldn't have died.
Maybe.
As a final courtesy, how would you like to die?
He kind of looks up and thinks to himself. He says, something quick, something clean, then throw my body in the river.
I can do that. Yeah, I will use the halberd. I'll use a dagger. I'm sure I can find one somewhere.
Yeah. He probably had a dagger on him or something.
I'll walk up to him and I'll kind of give him a look and then go, goodbye, soul for the stone.
He closes his eyes.
You find peace wherever you go. And then I'll just quickly stab him through the heart.
He falls off the boat. I won't even make you roll damage. He's just fucking dead.
Yeah.
It takes.
Oh my god, he fucking dead. Yeah, you
failed at every regard.
Yeah, you gotta get through all 45 hit points.
I'm sorry, you won't go down.
Stop using Stone's endurance, you bitch!
You told the blade it's going even slower.
How many?
Something quick, something clean.
Something quick, something clean. Slices Achilles tendon. What are you doing?
Uses fucking Stone's endurance. Uses fucking second wind.
I used something quick and clean, so I'm gonna put you in the river now. Goodbye.
But yeah, I toss him off the boat.
Smoke has sensed violence.
After that, I'm gonna go pull up Dagfinn, check on him. How's he doing down there?
It's been 5 hours?
Yeah, 5 hours.
You should be close to death.
So it's... okay. Success.
Okay,
So he's okay. That's a success. Fail. 1 point of exhaustion. Success. Success. Okay, he's still alive.
good. It's supposed to take a while.
Yeah.
It would really suck if he just died immediately.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'll pull him up, check on him.
He is shivering and dissociated.
I drop a line.
Okay.
Does he look slightly hopeful that it'll end soon when Stonk pulls him up?
Nah, he needs more exhaustion.
He looks... His face is the face of somebody dead. But that doesn't mean he is.
He's got that
It's
Attack
not
on Titan, like, dead face.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, then I'll go back to making sure we don't run into anything yet.
Okay. As you're doing that,
I'm gonna take a point of exhaustion here soon because I didn't take a long rest.
got it. One of the
Everyone else decided to go on their rest, so.
you actually notice emerging from one of the stairwells from one of the lower layers, covered in one of the cloaks that one of the guards was wearing. An older woman actually looks around and begins to approach you.
Okay. What's she look like?
She's a older lady, probably in her mid-50s, with gray-brown hair, mostly gray at this point. And she appears to have been one of the enslaved people on the boat. And she approaches you. She doesn't get too close, but she stands there for a second or so and say, "What's your name?"
Stonk. What's yours?
Gelfrid?
Guilford. Were you one of the slaves?
Yes.
Well, you're free now. How are the others?
Mostly fine. Those who survived, at least.
I'm glad some survived.
Her lips purse. Your friends?
Resting.
Good. When you and your friends have time, you're more than welcome to come down with us, but none of us have any knowledge of how to man a boat. So how we plan on getting off, I'm not sure.
Unfortunately.
Is the serpent dead?
Serpent? Who was that?
The slaver, the man in charge, the captain.
Dagfinn? He's not dead yet.
Let me check.
Traumatizes her further.
I broke over him like, let me go check.
I just checked like 5 minutes ago, but gotta double check.
Yeah.
He's alive for now, but suffering.
Good.
Dabs.
She looks away at the ground for a second, and unless you have anything else to say, she'll walk away.
What was her name?
Kjellfrid. Kjellfrid. Kjellfrid.
Godfried.
Where are you from, Kjellfrid?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Is she Athonian or just human?
She's human.
How long have you been here?
Most of us have been here for a little under a year. The boat's been on the move, as far as I know, for a little more than 6 months.
Well, whatever the next destination for this boat, wherever it ends up, you'll all be free to go wherever. Doesn't matter to me.
And she bows her head and says, "We could use the boat for shelter. It could give us protection from the snow and winds and possibly even supplies to survive this harsh winter."
If that is your wish, you may have it. I have no desire to stay on this boat for as long as I need to.
She bows her head and says, "I understand." And she walks down.
I'll keep on the boat.
Survival check.
Again?
Yes.
I just did one.
Fuck you.
Well, it's rolled another 17, but then I had a 7, so
Oof.
9.
9?
Yeah.
You actually hear, as you don't pay attention for a second, you maybe like drift off a little bit, and you see,
I'm going on
and
3
you
points to go.
feel the boat actually scrape up on some of the rocks to your right. You look to your right, and from what little you can see through the snow on the right, there appears to be more of a slope or a cliff towards a mountainside, and on your left there appear to be hills of forest.
Let me know when everyone wakes up so I can go take my long rest. Let me know when everyone wakes up so I can take my long rest.
I'll say that for the most part you all can wake up. I apologize. Feel free to just roleplay on your own. I have to pee.
Stop drinking so much fucking water, Lauren.
And spilling it everywhere.
Wait, so are we awake now?
You're
Yeah.
awake now.
We've all taken a long rest, which means Tavi now has 0 points of exhaustion.
No! Oh, I gotta add a point of exhaustion.
Oh, if you take a long rest right now.
Mental
Yeah,
health
it's gonna
check.
take me a little bit.
I'm still moving half speed.
Mental
Now I have
health.
disadvantage all my saving throws.
Okay. I'm feeling better.
I just lost that
Nice.
debuff.
Now he's only immensely hurt.
Yeah, anyone come to check up on Stonk? Their old buddy, old pal?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check on Stonk as soon as they wake up. Realize I've accidentally big spooned Tabor and then quickly scurry away.
Oh. Trill, do you want to try to go look for our shit?
I was probably gonna steal clothes off of not Hilda, because only other woman I saw, so
It's true.
hoping that fits.
We'll find out.
Don't know
I'll-
if
How you
I'll
doing,
do that.
Stonk?
I'll help search for our shit.
I'll help search for it in a second.
Hang on.
But
Since we have to wait for Lauren to get back, we should probably hold off on doing searches.
Okay.
I'd be passing by you anyway if I was going to.
Hey, Chris.
I saw.
Okay.
I thought about it, but not yet. It will happen, just not yet.
Okay. I'm just giving ideas.
Oh, that. Don't worry. That was.
Wait, you come up and talk to me?
How you doing, Stonk?
Slanei,
Goliath.
I do believe
Goliath.
that you were a fool,
Uh-huh.
that you did not mean for this to happen.
Uh-huh. Like there's a butt about to be put in here.
But
There it is.
you've now cost us several days. I understand you were deceived. But regardless, this one is on you.
Yeah.
Now do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Take over control of the boat
Uh-huh.
and don't fuck this one up. Or fuck it.
iPhone?
It'd be very difficult to fuck it.
I wouldn't be surprised if you find a way. With that, Stonk's gonna go to the captain's quarters and he's gonna take his long rest
Is he
now.
gonna go in the bed?
I'm gonna go on the bed.
You have to, like, lie
Fucking nice
sideways.
bed.
Yeah.
Boris still laying
I'm
on
done
the bed.
I'll say Dagfinn's personal area, very bougie.
Yeah.
Are you still laying on the bed?
Stonk walks in and he's awake now, but he's just kind of sitting there like.
Are you doing that pose?
Oh,
I wanted
see you
to
there.
see if I could get not
I
Hilda's
recognize you.
clothes, because only other women.
Good,
Nice.
good point. She was wearing,
Try.
I think she was wearing chainmail, but you could grab the warm, warm clothing undergarments that you wear under the armor.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks a little bit strange, but it functions.
I don't even know
I
if
just
the
want
full
warm
directions
clothes,
are
yeah.
on the
And
recording.
shoes.
Probably
Oh,
gonna
my
drown
toesies.
Yep. You got some good old socks on. Probably find some twine to
What'd you
wrap your feet.
Hey!
Plus your charisma. Don't forget your charisma.
What's your charisma?
Probably a performance for a seduction, you think?
Or just a charisma
straight
check.
charisma?
Oh, it's not a bullshit. It's Stonk with his 9-foot
it's
ding dong.
Tabor.
Not 9 foot.
What the fuck?
Plus 4, so 12.
Get out of the bed.
What is it, Mocha?
Can you find clothes?
There's the box of
What?
clothes that I opened as well in there that you could probably take.
Oh, they're hand-me-downs. I want my clothes back. They were expensive. Also-
It is freezing.
Probably threw your clothes overboard.
I'll get out of the bed, but I'll take one of the blankets.
Okay.
You wrap like a toga.
It's a really nice, probably pelt or some sort, or like wool blanket. Is Mocha being a baby?
Should
Mocha is
polar bear
screaming
pelt, that
for
would be
attention.
So cool.
You could use the rug.
Yeah, just have the head.
Stonk could wear the
It's a
rug.
onesie.
Yeah, it's a onesie. I put my hands in the top. Look, guys, I'm still
So actually, fun fact, it was believed that, so another word for werewolf, actually, I can't remember exactly what the word is, but it means like wolf, like on someone's back. Because it was believed that specifically in like the Vikings or the Old Norse, that the Ulfhednar would spiritually, not physically like werewolves, spiritually become wolves during battle, and it was because of the pelts they were wearing.
Like selkies.
So werewolves were originally Selkies.
Sure.
Moral of the story.
They were high on shrooms as well, and that's probably why they thought they were wolves, literally.
Probably. Yeah. Anyway, Stonk's going to sleep now, which means I have the ability to leave the table.
Rock, goodbye, baby. Treetop.
Stonk, goodbye, baby.
I guess I am steering the ship.
All right,
Yes.
do survival check.
Oh, do you want me to help you with that? Because I have a good survival.
I would. You have 0 points of exhaustion, right?
I have 1.
Oh, never mind. Then it'll be the same either way. Your survival's probably higher than mine.
Plus 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have advantage actually, which means you're rolling flat.
12.
Wait, 13.
13, sorry. Can't count.
It's hard to pull the wheel because it's really heavy, but you're fine for now.
Why? Are we gonna look for a ship? Do you know how to...
No idea. Stomp kind of just said, steer the boat and don't fuck it up or
Do I know
fuck
how to
it.
boat?
Hmm?
Do I know how to boat?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
None of us know how to boat.
None of
We're
us know
kinda
how to
just-
vote.
You've probably gone on little lake boats, but never a 400-foot long
Yeah,
ship.
that was a bit too big.
While you're up here, I'm gonna go quickly run inside the office area.
Mhm.
Is there a map in here?
Great call. Thank you for asking. Roll investigation. If you don't get this, I'm giving it to you anyway.
Well, okay.
I mean, there's not a lot of places we could be.
Investigation, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Thank God I'm a halfling. Not that it matters. 5. Which is an easy DC.
Yeah, I don't know if I can justify a 5. I'll say for now, no.
Did I see while I was sleeping in that room?
You might have, but you were busy sleeping.
Well,
You can always look later.
You weren't astrally projecting during that time.
How do you know?
I don't know.
You're not a warforged. You don't have perception while sleeping.
Sorry.
I mean, logically, there's not a lot of places we could really be,
Mm-hmm.
considering we got off the port at.
yeah. I just want a map to actually,
We
know.
kept going north.
See
There's
what-
only
Yeah, there is a
one
map
river.
here. I'll give it to you eventually. You just rolled a 5, so fuck you.
No, thank you.
It's funny with your two conversation. The one place we could be going is actually the right way.
Oh, yeah,
we didn't
we're
lose
going
like
the right
They're
any
going the right
time.
way.
We've lost no time.
Yeah, use keen mind now that you're up and about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll know exactly where we are.
I would love to find a map.
Go ahead.
Your investigation is better.
That's 16.
Oh my god.
16? Great. I'm going to post in Lore and Maps our new and improved
Nice.
map.
Ship map.
Choo-choo-choo. I already drew the wreckage of the boat in there because I know you guys are going to want to crash it.
We do want to crash it.
Also, can I peer over the side of the ship and just see how he's doing?
Perception check.
was gonna be a 9.
You don't see him.
Maybe he's dead.
Did it post? Because it says it's processing.
It still has yet to post.
I'm just looking at the old one.
Yeah, though it's been updated since. Alright. Well, that's oh, there it goes. So that's the map he has.
Well, we really haven't lost time.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
What's the name of the hall?
Oh, that's, Osar Bradson. That is my, fake name, because my dad's name is Brad, and my name is OC on the internet. So I just, yeah, I butchered it. That's how I'm gonna sign, the maps now.
Where's the boat crash? Because I can't actually see it.
It's right at the tip of Tropicsfell.
Yep.
And below Sturkerfell.
Just by the
West of
Tawny River.
Wardgrab.
And the Valley of Trials, which is...
And
Northwest of
Tanjula.
Here we go.
Northeast of
Yes.
Baruvik. Southeast of Ingvald's Arena.
east of Felwood.
I think I see where it is. It's like at the tip of the
Keep
Tanjula.
on getting
Yes.
different landmarks.
I do not see it at this point.
It is directly west from Jordgrav.
Look,
Yeah, that's
look.
what I said.
It's just not good quality on my Chromebook.
Oh, okay.
So I'm literally. Like,
I'll say that
squinting at
if
it.
you zoom in, it's I made it good quality.
If you don't zoom in, you get a prize.
I mean, I was right where it was.
Win.
I just wanted to double check. Okay.
You get a prize.
Okay.
You get a prize, Chris. You get a prize. You get a prize.
What kind of prize do I get?
I didn't think this far ahead.
You offered me a prize, and now I expect a prize.
I mean, you could go check on Dagfinn and then maybe drop him again.
It's true.
Can you even hold him up?
No, absolutely not.
Neither can Rickard.
I probably couldn't either. Unless I'm a bear.
I could jump off, cast fly, and then produce flame.
Sure.
Give me a ball.
Is that can human make?
Yes.
What?
I want to find my old shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to.
I would
help
love
with
to
that.
All right. So here you go. It's the boat. The only physical thing I'll ever draw. Thank you.
So it would be. I feel like all the storage rooms are
Yeah.
like.
That was where Mikkel was, yeah.
We should go to the storage rooms and just check in there
Like each in a room.
Yeah.
If we all just divide it up.
Mm-hmm.
and spend like an hour or so searching each room for
Yeah.
literally
And then
everything.
ask the recently freed people if they have seen any stuff.
Okay. All right, so as you guys, we can clear the board now because it's irrelevant. So I'll grab something if you guys want to wipe that down for me. So
Can
You guys-
bear?
Kelly made the bear rug.
I did. Let's stick it in there.
So, as you guys make your way down into the boat, you guys notice in the general kind of living spaces that you guys so rudely intruded on, they have cleared up the bodies for the most part and brought them to the main deck. Stonk, you probably noticed this on your watch that they were moving the bodies around. And they, for the most part, have cleared out the barracks where the massacre happened and the kind of living area. So once you make your way down to the second floor, you see what appear to be around 19 different people kind of wrapped up in whatever various clothing or attire that they can find. And as you come down, most of them appear to look at you. And yeah, I'll say they probably don't engage.
Am I blind?
Oh, the bear?
Not for real.
Right here.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I had lost someone.
That is my bad.
I'm not done. I realize someone has to be at the wheel.
Are you gonna take it from me then?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Search.
I'll look for your
Better
stuff too.
searching. And I am.
It's time to perceive, to investigate, to look for my shit. Woo! Should I just roll?
Mhm.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Is it still investigation?
That's a nat 1 because of my ability check. That's not great.
God.
So that's a 9.
Yeah, nah. 16? Okay. So I'll say you get 3 tries for each room. So Tyrell, with a 16, you are able to find what appear to be most of yours armors. Tyrell, you had, I believe, leather armor. You had chainmail. Slanei had leathers as well, but I'll say yours are particularly crinkly. And then Rickard, you also had leather as well?
I had studded leather.
You had studded
plus
leather?
1.
Okay, so you get the +1 studded leather. Tibor, unfortunately, your clothes are not found, but you do find other items that are worthy of you and your body.
That's the important.
I like the phrasing. It's good for you and your body.
The
Body.
sheer narcissism that Lauren had in.
Okay.
I'm so looking forward to being Kobe again. The amount of furs I have.
Mm-hmm. You don't find. I'll say you don't find your clothes. You find your armor.
Oh.
So you guys
okay.
would have to find.
I was already still hurt.
Yeah. So the clothes that you guys have are normally warm weather clothing, and then you would wear your armor on top of that to keep you warm. You don't find the clothing. You only find the armor because your clothing is worthless, and they probably threw it overboard.
Nice. Well, good thing I took Dagfinn's pants and shirt and
My
cloak.
Gucci belt.
I'm already wearing.
I'm wearing a nightgown.
Yeah, just a big shirt.
You're wearing. I don't know what it's called, but it's like the tunics. I guess the under, like what people wear under their clothes. Yeah, you're wearing that.
Long
Yeah.
johns.
It's like a dress.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, donning some fat.
Is it only the armor then?
That's what you
No
find here.
items?
You do not find the items here. Where are you looking now? Because you've already used up. You can open that again. Each room gets 3 checks, or at least each segment. So that's 2 per each. You get 3 checks here. You already did that, and you found your armor. 3 checks here. There's nothing. There's nothing there. That's where you guys were. Then there's 3 checks here, 3 checks here, and then I don't know how many times you already checked Dagfinn's office and Dagfinn's.
We didn't really check
Thing.
anything in there. We were
We
sleeping
just
close.
took his clothes and took his map.
Got it. All right. So next place you guys want to look?
I guess we just head upstairs instead.
Systematically work your way through.
Okay.
Instead of everyone rolling, do you want to give someone advantage, maybe?
Sure, yeah, I'll help.
I'll say that you guys make it to the 2nd floor, and I'll say that the people, for the most part, are around here, but some of them are sleeping in the beds.
Please, people understand.
So do you still have stamina?
Yeah, I think so. I have still one.
But Tyrell's wisdom is
Yeah.
much higher.
Investigation is intelligence.
Oh, is it intelligence?
It's always intelligence. It's
Oh.
perception. That's
I got that plus
Then
8.
Rickard's
Yeah,
the one you should
Rickard
give
is the-
advantage to. And you should just have Rickard make the checks with advantage.
Yeah, Rickard just.
Oh boy, let's go. How does 26 sound?
which room is this?
I believe it's this one. Is that the
Yeah.
one?
All right. So a lot of people are
Small penis.
A lot of people are sleeping there right now. You find 1 more of those darts.
Whoa.
You also find some different armors and such. You find around 10 gold pieces.
Woo.
Not really necessary going into silver and copper. You find yeah, this is just kind of their sleeping areas, so you find a variety of different clothes that you could probably hand out to other people. You find a couple rations lying around, and you also find a couple hand axes and one of those special crossbows. And you also find what appears to be a normal crossbow as well.
You said some armor. Is there any that I can see that would fit me and are better than my own?
Than what you're currently wearing?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think you probably picked the person closest to your own body type.
Okay.
So you're doing okay.
Alright.
That was chainmail, right?
Mm-hmm. You aren't wearing the, you said that you're wearing the under armor, not the armor itself.
Well, making sure to get the needle and gold.
So how many is that one? You only have one needle right now as a group because you used one on Dagfinn.
I believe that is the new one needle as a group.
Okay. All right.
I could be wrong, but I think.
All right. What do you guys want to do next? Stonk is sleeping good.
What's another room that we have?
Revenge makes you. It just knocks you right out.
So I guess the next section of the ship we're sweeping.
Yep. Come on,
Yep.
Rickard.
Oh boy.
Do the thing.
Oh, that's a 15.
All right, with a 15, you find some more kind of various weapons. You find more rations, as this appears to be kind of a bar area. You find cooking supplies, some tools like that. You find some fishing supplies as well. But one of the main things that you notice is along the wall there are there's rope, these really really thick like braided rope across the wall that appears to be somewhat tense, and it leads to each side of the boat.
I wonder what that's used for.
I don't think we should break it.
Oh, God.
I'm just hunting for my bow. I'm be real.
Alright, next room, I guess.
Okay, so you back upstairs.
Yeah.
So Dagfinn's office then.
Yep.
While I'm passing, can I take the not armor? Probably.
Yeah, so you can take the chainmail.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna look for
I will let you know, heavy armor, you need to have 13 strength to wear without having your speed, and I don't think you have enough strength.
okay.
And I don't think druids
I guess
can
I'm
wear
super
metal
mobile.
armor.
And druids cannot wear metal.
Okay, cool.
It's against your morals.
Of course.
Is that 5e or is that?
It's
in
5e.
5e they can wear it.
I think it's just encouraged not to.
It's encouraged, and everyone just basically goes with druids can't use metal, but they can use it. Their powers just don't work through it. Which means if you wild shape while wearing it, it wouldn't change with you. And
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a different... The
don't-
sickle's a different story.
This isn't stopping you, but it's gonna suck.
because it won't change with you when you wild shape.
Yeah.
All right.
Another roll. Let's go. That's a 19.
Okay, so you already found the map, so good for you. You found the map. You proceed to find your items.
All of them.
Yay, well, not all of them.
Oh.
Unfortunately, there's one missing. That arrow of banishment.
Huh?
Yeah, you didn't find that.
Oh.
I found my horns.
Well.
Wait, but I know how to find it.
Wait, I don't remember.
Wait, I literally... Oh, I know how to find it very quickly. Hey,
Check Dagfinn's ass.
hey, Terrell. Do you mind doing me a favor? Do you mind wild shifting into a bear and holding me over the edge of the boat?
Hi?
Because then I can cast locate object.
Can't you see the rope over you?
You're so
I may be able to fling myself over. I won't be able to pull myself back up.
7 strength.
We could all do it.
Yeah,
With the power of teamwork
And friendship.
I am strong.
I just did.
and indescribable
How big can you
violence.
Hell yeah.
I'm still tired.
He's checked out. He's not gonna think too
Tommy.
hard about it.
You hold me over the edge of the boat.
He's like, no.
No hesitation.
He's being sneaky right now. You want me to roll anything for this, or is it just...
I mean, I'm a light boy.
I'll say you can do it with your strength.
Do I you slip out of my grasp?
No.
Launch into the water.
No one questions.
From Mulan.
Huh?
I had to move
One
my
that stonks use level 1, no one questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we will at some point. We're just
You're
focused-
busy right now.
You're busy dangling yourself.
Yeah. I'd like to now cast locate objects. Lauren.
Logan doesn't even want your attention.
Me? You baby? Mocha.
I'm not
That's
going
a-
to bed.
Sassy baby.
But she's upset with you.
She's always sassy.
What does locate object get me? Did they toss
What's
it?
required to cast it?
Verbal, somatic,
If the item is within an anti-magic zone, does it say anything?
describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the object's direction to the location, as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you.
Okay.
And anti-magic only says that it nullifies the effects of
I was just-
magic within the barrier.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So you find, you kind of go with your finger, and I'll say that the way you find this is you're just kind of wayfinding, like, and you kind of point near Dagfinn's room.
Okay, so it is in there.
Suck it, looking for it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be underneath snow. Laying on it right now.
I mean, it could also be in the actual room that we haven't actually checked. Yeah.
Yeah, I found a fancy chest. I
Yeah.
just didn't take anything out of it. Really.
I now know it is for certain, though, in the area, and I will look for it when I'm not at the helm.
Fair enough. All right. Have you rolled a survival check yet?
You
did, I think.
I can again if I need to.
No, you're good for now. Oh wait, no, if Stonk's gonna wake up soon. Unless you guys want to talk to the remaining, previously enslaved persons.
That's
amongst yourselves. And Lauren, can I actually take a short rest to make my weapon, my bow, my packed weapon again,
Mhm.
and then hex weapon, all that, just getting it back up to speed.
Yep. Now you have your fancy cool bow now. Haven't had a chance to use it.
I have not.
This is
I held it
after
once,
I've
it got
put
knocked
down. I
out.
know better than to ask while I'm being jangled.
Summons it, falls over. I want to animate
We're
that
just
so
gonna be
bad.
both onlookers to this conversation. He looks at you. That's it.
You know the question that's about to happen. Do you want me to not ask it?
He nods.
I will respect your boundaries.
So yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
And
Character
nothing was
growth.
learned.
There's been some other secrets being kept by the surprise by after the bathhouse.
What?
We're not going to talk about it.
Which one?
Stonk.
Yeah, what about Stonk do you want to talk about? I'm gonna grab the wheel, just...
The stonk rolls over.
You have to pull the wheel just one side, and you have to use your whole body to do so, so you're just kind of like, tell me about it.
I'm flinging my body along.
Previously he told me fuck the Nordians, but I'm not so sure anymore. You know what he's in possession of, surely.
Sure, it's not my name.
Weird Eye.
Do you know what it is?
Stonk told you. What? You know,
What
Josh,
did Stonk
why
tell
don't you
us
tell them what you told them?
Yeah, what exactly did you tell us again?
God, it's been so long, I don't really remember.
I don't... I mean, I can
It
tell
was
you...
something along the lines of it's a demon eye or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he just says it's a demon eye?
Ow.
God.
Oh? Then why is it all red?
Checkmate, liberal.
It's like it's constantly infected.
It's pink eye.
He's got a really bad case of
I
pink
have
eye.
told you where I'm from, no?
The
More specific. I came from the Circle of Akma.
Gesundheit.
Throw him off the boat.
Sounds how we throw him off.
Can I? While he's like
Rolls-
steering, I just want to like hold the.
The wheel.
Yeah.
Intimidation.
Do it.
I don't think I'm that intimidated.
I mean, you did
Roll
just
it.
stop the.
You do turn into a bear on occasion.
You are stronger than Slanei,
I
probably.
don't think
Yeah.
I have a good. I guess I will.
You also have disadvantage.
Fuck.
Hey, that's not bad.
No, I got 3 though.
Oh, I thought that was like a 10 or something.
I'm not intimidated at all.
You stumble
And
a
my
little
hair
bit.
is so mad as well.
Yeah.
It's like I look like I really need to shower.
Here's what happened is that your hair just kind of flaps in your face a little bit, ruins the moment. It's too windy.
So what about the Circle of Akma?
The eye.
Uh-huh.
It's Akma's eye. The god which I worship.
Now that's unfortunate.
It's not like the time that Stonk put the eye in his head. Ahma, who you saw fighting the other god, was missing the eye that Stonk had in his head.
Oh, I think I even wrote that on there, and then
It's been so long.
I wrote
Yeah.
that I didn't make the connection. I
Yeah.
wrote to see if I made that connection.
Now it's clicking.
Now,
3 weeks later, it all clicks.
3 weeks later, this is months later.
It's like a month later, yeah.
A month and a half or so.
Oh. You know, I don't think Stonk's gonna give up an eye of a god. It's
He's certainly not going to get on the god's good side.
never, not his. Oh God, how do I explain this? I think I'll use Stonk's exact words.
We're flipping back really far into the book to find these.
Well, you just don't exact word. Hold on.
I wrote this one down.
Stump quotes. It's just scribbled.
You know, totally fooled me.
Days I've lost faith in
I thought it had to do with the
Tally
demon
marks.
whose whole thing is eyes.
Yeah. It's a pretty convincing argument.
No, I can't find it. I swear.
Do you remember roughly what I said?
Roughly what you said, you really fucking hate pretty much all of the gods.
The big three.
The
I fucking
big three.
hate the big three.
Ahma is not a part of the big three.
No, Ahmed is not part of the big three. In fact, I've even mentioned that I don't mind the fact that you worship a god because you're not one of the big three.
Doesn't seem to get along with gods that much.
Tavi, the paladin of Thor.
Does not know his hatred for Thor.
Everything's this party has been fine.
I mean, you could talk to him about giving the eye back, but I make no promises.
Yeah, just talk to him.
Just talk to him like he's a reason. Who am I kidding?
You should not talk to him.
You should not talk to him like he's reasonable.
People you murder.
You can't reason.
You
with
murder people too.
unreasonable.
Don't-
Less than you, though.
I was in second
Facts.
place.
And you also admitted murder before.
Oh.
Also, you admitted
Oh.
in the bathhouse that you pissed on whatever.
That was him.
Hey,
That
yeah.
was him.
what's discussed in the bathhouse
Stays in the bathhouse. Come on. You can't use that shit against us anymore.
You're only allowed to use it against them in the bathhouse.
Or, do you see a bath? I mean, we are surrounded by water, but besides the point.
Where did Dagfinn shower? We need to talk.
Think they showered on this boat?
No.
We just make a makeshift hot tub off the side of the boat using produce flame.
Sup, Dagfinn? How you feeling, buddy?
Would you like in the nice warm water?
Oh yeah, how's he doing right now?
Okay, he's at 3 points of exhaustion.
Okay,
Wow.
Starts rolling with disadvantage for everything from now on.
Great. Jeez.
Yeah. Good information to have.
We're glad you didn't know.
What would have happened if I had known?
Why are you more glad that we didn't know?
Considering what it's being used for, I would not believe you to be on my side. My ally.
What's it being used
What's
for?
it being used for?
Presumably, before being in Stonk's hands. Because I'm sure he did not take it from the gods himself. Although, don't know that.
Do you want to know where the eye came from?
Sure.
I was in a little tiny book.
Where?
Not back in Galethorpe.
Where's that?
It's on the map.
It's on the it's on the
Shellfish.
normal map.
The Abnordian Empire, though.
Yeah, Abnordian Empire. It's where Tavi's from.
Oh.
Home sweet home.
Yeah,
This is in there.
down there.
It's below the Tarnkerkia Lake, down the river of Thola.
It was in a book that had Draconic written all in it. Stonk's blood activated everything.
You did not hear that part of the story.
No, I did not.
What? Quite traumatic, actually.
Before you found it,
Uh-huh.
it was blackmail.
Blackmail?
It's the reason for the wedding. No wonder who would ever think we would voluntarily join with you?
Oh, thank the gods. I thought you all were insane. Wait, I weird question. What would you happen to know, there are any other gods who are missing an eye?
Met the gods.
History check or religion check.
Let's see.
Both
which one's better.
intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Just depends on what you have proficiency in.
They're both the same.
9.
Sorry, what was he rolling for?
If
To
the
figure out if
other god
another-
had
Oh,
a
yeah, you're not sure. You don't know. You assume no.
Because Andor was very set on getting his hands on that.
Probably since he's Ekman.
Huh?
Probably since he's Ekman.
He's
Is he not?
he is
Andor?
he is Abnordian.
Oh.
He's insane. Is
I
what
thought he was.
He was a part of the circle, but
Yeah,
there
yeah.
are Abnordians and Ihuminin a part of the
Okay.
circle.
So I would
You-
be part of the circle,
Yes.
not part of it.
He did get kicked out, though.
What do you mean?
Tomato.
maybe that's how he's trying to get back in.
Yeah.
Maybe let's assume the best in this guy.
Oh yeah, best intentions for sure.
Tyler's here!
Brad?
And on the third day, he broke bread.
Are you gonna be breaking it for
They haven't
5,000
left the
people?
boat yet. Oh yeah, they brought you downstairs. You're good. You're not dying.
H-N-A.
I'm sorry, A what?
H.
H. I love how that gets pronounced.
Don't make fun of me for
I'm not gonna make fun of you.
We're not
because I
laughing at
actually
you, we're
really
laughing
enjoy
with
that
you.
pronunciation. Like, there's some pronunciations I'll make fun of you for, like aluminum.
aluminium.
Yeah, I'll make fun of you for that one. But H, I think, is actually kind of a fun way of
It's
pronouncing
Zebra.
No.
No, that one's just not.
That
too
sounds
far.
like an undergarment.
It really does. Because in zebra, there's no hard vowel in there.
Zebra!
Do you pronounce Z as Z?
That's why we don't have them in every single word with an S. Realized.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
So how do you spell Christopher's name?
Oh,
It
no.
would be PH.
That's the only difference.
Oh no, it's called like no Z.
Chris, would you like to spell your name?
Oh, I know how weird it
Dox
is.
yourself.
I'm not
recording.
doxing myself on recording.
It's been.
I've seen it. I've seen it spell out Philly.
I think I gave Perry an aneurysm the first
How
time it
many
happened.
Z's?
2.
2 Z's.
Honestly, I could make it one less. I still want the first one,
Yeah.
but I'd make it a lot worse if I took out that second Z.
I want you to take out the second Z because I like that character.
I like that character too, but it's very difficult to, on an American keyboard, to do it. You have to know the 10 key to do it.
All right, let's continue though, because Tyler's here. So you guys roleplay. I'm gonna talk to Tyler for a second.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
the eye is Optimus eye, not a demon eye.
Yeah. The real question is, does Stonk know that? Has he been lying this entire time? Truly, the world may never know.
Stonk's been lying this whole time. He knows.
There's a 50-50 that Stonk either knows or Stonk is so completely oblivious to it they stop questioning.
So,
Which is more believable?
which is more believable? He's been lying the entire time.
Yeah.
What's actually true is that he, because of the order of events, he believes it's something else.
Oh, great.
Oh, I get to tell.
He's not aware that it's.
I love having
inside.
information. This is great.
Yeah.
Anything anyone else wants to get off their chest secret-wise? I mean, I know we're not in the bathhouse.
Look, everyone looks at
And
Tavi.
it can be used against you, but we promise it won't.
What stays on the boat?
What happens on the boat stays on the boat.
I'll skewer you.
And that's how we got into this mess.
I would like to throw Slanei off the boat.
How did you manage to make that?
I like to imagine Slanei look directly at imaginary camera and like Seinfeld starts playing the
The end
Laugh
credits
track begins.
The end credits begin rolling, and then halfway through it just stops with Slanei being yeeted overboard.
There's a good 5 seconds of silence, and then the credits continue.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome.
Where
How
are
you
you
doing,
hidden
Tim?
my dice?
They're over there.
I ate them.
They should be right
forbidden-
next to you.
Within snacks.
They should be right over there.
They're right here. They've been here the whole time.
Oh.
They're just the forbidden snacks.
The forbidden candy.
Just like a heads up, I'm gonna have to leave at like 11 if we're gonna go that long.
Okay.
God forbid we go that.
We
way.
probably
not
won't
go
go
that
till
way.
11.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, we're already 2 hours in right now, and it's 9.
How dare you open my dice
Stop
bag?
and finish her hair. Open
It was in my bag.
I was here. It fell over. And your dice bag doesn't close all the way.
It should have been in my blue bag.
Yeah,
It was out the entire
I
time.
think it's smart.
Yes, Mom.
Renaissance fair? Yeah,
Yes.
we have to get home, finish our hair, and then.
There's a Renaissance fair.
Yeah, candy.
There was also the first one happened last week. I almost went to it.
Who's that?
Up in.
Is that my D20 or your D20?
It's my D20. It's Martha. It's up in Astoria, I believe.
Okay,
So that tracks.
All right.
Yeah, no one goes.
Let's keep it moving though, because it is 9 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been here the whole time. I've missed nothing.
Yep, you're
I
still asleep
definitely
right
have-
now.
I definitely have context.
Don't worry.
You don't
started
need
Yeah,
the
definitely
clock.
not any information.
Tavi, can you pull up Dagfinn real fast? I want to see if he's still alive.
Anything to dodge the question.
Same thing as last time.
Did you guys kill him or was he already
Can I
dead?
roll an insight on
He's
you?
just
Stonk
dying.
would be insecure enough to just ask you right out, but didn't see it.
I'm just confirming the whole party's together, right?
Except
Almost.
Stonk
Except Stonk and
and
Slanei.
Mikhail.
Yes.
Okay,
The biggest, heaviest hitters are not currently there.
cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill each other.
I didn't know. I just wanted to.
Also, Dagfinn
Make
being
sure.
waterboarded.
No, he's not being waterboarded. This is worse.
This is worse.
Would you roll?
Oh, I didn't actually roll.
They got your halfling. Sucks to be a halfling.
11.
He just kind of looks dead.
toss him overboard.
He already is.
Yeah, he's just kind of.
He is currently hog-tied hanging off of the ship.
Yeah.
The
He's
snake?
He dies in a couple more
Yeah.
hours.
he is currently hanging just above the ocean so that it
The
sprays
breeze.
up and it smacks him with the frigid water.
That seems a tad unethical.
Oh,
Yes.
He's a slaver.
You know what? He has lost the right to ethics.
Oh, I forgot to mention, none of you, because this would have happened earlier, the Goliath that you shot and knocked out, you did not see him when you woke up.
Okay. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Anyone else need to take a piss real fast?
I'll join.
Okay.
Tommy has more flashbacks.
Oh my fucking god, you're not going to do this, are you?
What'd you say?
Anyone need to take a piss?
You're gonna pee off
For a
rope.
golden shower, everyone.
Listen, what's gonna happen is you're gonna piss, it's gonna fall off the boat into the water, and then the vessel can just smell the whole river.
It's gonna spray back into your face and then go into the water.
It's also fucking freezing out, and you're exposing your dick to the winter. I mean,
To
you
the
already
blizzard.
were naked at one point, but
825.
Oh.
I'm not the one taking the piss. I need someone else to
Did
piss
someone
on.
put pants on Mikkel, or
Well-
is he just naked on the floor somewhere?
Naked on the
he's
floor.
naked, and they put him in one of the clean beds.
Not the one that had the guards murdered in their sleep.
Yeah, there's no blood on your pillow.
that we know of?
Not their blood. It's your
Okay.
blood.
Did you wipe off my blood
No.
from knocking me out?
No,
No.
we'll get to
We
it.
knocked you out. Just be grateful.
All right.
Thank you. Tavi. How you doing?
Answer. He kind of glares at you with a mild glare, like a
Okay.
don't talk to me glare.
So I'm just gonna throw this out there now. Would you like us to know? Because when Stonk wakes up, he's gonna ask.
Out of
No-
character, you know, I don't know, but
Yeah.
in character, you
And-
might have a suspicion. Maybe knows.
I saw the sand's eye from across the boat.
Stonk has.
It glowed.
Stonk's not gonna be kind about the question, so.
I'll cross that bridge when I get
I would assume Mikkel's the one you'd want to be worried about. considering
Yeah.
He's all anti-demon.
Demon.
Charles walked away.
What about demons?
Well,
We'll get there in a second.
Go back to sleep.
I feel like we're all-
when we get there.
I feel like I'm gonna have to leave the table when Tyler comes
Oh, yeah.
to mild consciousness.
Yep. Definitely. Mhm.
You're gonna go into Lauren's room and make the fights happen.
Tyler is a polar bear. Woo!
Oh. Did Mikkel at least put up a good fight, or did he miss all of you until you punched him to death?
He missed the one arrow into Dagfinn's dick.
No, that's pretty much it.
That's Slanei.
No, I'm saying when
Oh,
you
yes,
guys
Slanei
knocked out
missed it.
Mikkel, did Mikkel at least put up a good fight? Or did you just
No.
knock him the fuck out?
He got knocked the fuck out.
You had a lot of these options.
Oh, that's not good for you. I rolled high for this.
oh
23.
boy. Even Tommy doesn't know what the fuck he's gonna do.
Can you say that louder?
Oh.
Goddamn trucks.
Not like that.
No,
You gotta say the words
I
louder.
don't like the word. Even
we
Tommy
like the
doesn't know
word.
what he's gonna do with himself once getting off the ship.
Got it.
The mic got that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
How many people know?
You guys.
Does Odell know?
It's a very hard no.
Adele's never sassed your fashion choices.
Probably yes.
Gonna stage whisper, but I'm trying to make sure Tavi doesn't hear. Their father, they're a bastard.
Oh my god.
You
Do I hear
say
it?
that.
All right. Not with your -1 perception.
I am
You
whispering.
probably catch he's doing something.
Is that you?
Reading them lips.
I mean, if you win the tournament, you could ask for that to be removed.
For neck to me.
He just knows. He knows.
Surprised Rickard hasn't said anything.
When does Rickard say anything helpful?
Rickard
isn't
has
helpful
said anything this
I
session.
want to roll an insight on Rickard.
Why?
Just his vibe for the whole conversation.
Okay. He did
like
nothing.
how,
Five,
The Palpatine.
check.
well, just like
Is he bored? Does he pay attention?
how is he reacting to all of like this?
Information. Wow.
Doesn't
Great
matter.
roll.
11.
What would the average person notice about
He is
Rickard?
an enigma.
I mean, do I even roll anything?
It's up to
Has
you.
Dementia.
Like,
He's picking his lunch.
He knows everything.
because I haven't like said anything.
I'm just mostly looking like
What's his expression?
yeah,
Can you
like
move
I'm
this
looking
away
for the
from
facial
here?
expressions as this is all
Can't be
happening.
trusted.
Nope.
What would an 11 think your expression
well,
is?
So you can see the inner drama queen in Rickard is a little heightened right now. Otherwise, with 11, you're not getting too much out of that.
Okay.
He's
But-
interested.
But you can tell there's clear interest in what's going on.
Well, it's negative or positive. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
I'm loving this exposition, though.
Wow, map of the whole ship.
Yeah. Lauren said that, and I quote, "It's the last thing they ever draw."
Lord never draws anything again.
I don't want to be an art teacher anymore.
The boat is where she.
I know I'm like 4 credits away from graduating, but I just want to start over.
The boat is where she peaks.
You just have a panic attack after finishing the boat. Like, this is my magnum opus.
How do I follow up after this?
My new project for after while I'm waiting to be hired for a job is to just gonna have to draw all of the Tomb of Annihilation so I can stop drawing every room one by one because I hate this.
That's why I do it like whenever I do like a module and I plan it out, I'll draw out all of the like a rough outline of all the rooms that you would encounter within a reasonable amount of time in like a little notebook. So then when I'm drawing it on the big map, I have it like right there in my hand to reference.
It's just it's so complicated, even
But yeah,
freehanding.
but you're having to like scroll through your phone, which when I was doing this on the Soto, I was like worried I was gonna have to do that. That's why I kept like drawing them out in my notebook, was just to avoid that situation.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you guys up to?
Sorry, continue.
Slurp.
Rickard is interested. That's what you got.
Yeah, that's.
Let me know when Stonk wakes up.
Let me know when Mikkel wakes up.
Mikkel
Slanei,
Yes.
probably should.
can you just roll a general intelligence check real quick?
Oh God.
You're pretty good though.
No, I'm not.
We'll see.
Do I need to make this a disadvantage, or can I just roll?
You can just roll 5.
Okay.
I don't need to read lips to see what you're just.
14.
Oh.
How did Odell not know?
That's what I was
That's what my like
thinking.
question was, but I'm like, I don't want to like bombard Tom with questions.
You got
But
it.
now that you bring it up,
You got it.
You just
Yeah.
never notice
Hey,
Odell's also
Tommy.
wearing a headband. He's got wide
I,
brim hats.
I have a just one glaring question from what you just said. How does Odell not know? Oh,
Every time Odell speaks, Tommy just bonks himself up.
Didn't you have some stuff prepared for this?
Did I?
You had stuff similar that might be applicable, but
So
did
many
you
things
just
to be
spill a
knocked over.
cup?
I did not, but
Oh.
there's an ashtray that sounds very peculiar. Precarious.
Just never notice Odell's wearing really wide brimmed hats.
the bald man.
Precarious.
The bald man was
It's an
constantly.
illusion. He has elvish illusions.
Every note I have on Tommy is like
We need to go
7
back and kill the
pages long.
elf-loving and now apparently demon-loving traitor.
Yeah.
His uncle was an elf-loving traitor, and Odell is a demon-loving traitor.
Therefore, the whole family's cursed. Kill them all, starting with Tavi.
Then we work our way to Odell.
No, he does not.
An avocado.
That's probably why you thought it was demon.
This is probably.
You're implanting actual Kelly onto Tavi. They're not the same.
I know Tavi. Tavi's a baby.
No, he's not.
Somehow I trust Tavi the most.
Tavi's a baby who just murdered people.
He's a baby.
Yeah.
He just murdered people in their sleep.
He's a baby.
He not only did he crush skulls with his bare hands, he did kill multiple men while they were sleeping.
Who does Mikhail trust the most? Tavi's the most trustworthy, but also the least active. Stonk and Stonk. Slanei had my trust and then just tossed it into the river.
He did everything.
Rickard?
An enigma.
I trust that you're sketchy and competent.
I trust
that I don't trust you.
Yeah, probably.
Useful?
Yes.
You've
been very useful so far.
Tyrell, I haven't had enough time to know you yet.
What was the question?
How has Odell not noticed?
Slanei, you haven't. You. This whole time, you really think he's my actual dad?
Slanei looks at the ground and his face says yes.
How did Stonk know that before you?
The entire time Slanei has thought that.
He did a human racism.
Yes.
Tommy is baffled.
You could argue, shouldn't he have realized at some point in the time you lived with him that you were, not human? But, yeah. It ain't because you was born.
You didn't mention you were straight back, right? Yeah.
Straight rat.
Yeah.
Rats.
So, I would have. Yeah.
Rats.
I don't know how the Abnordian Empire treats their bastards.
You have anything else to follow to just him being absolutely bewildered that you thought this is actually
That doesn't answer the question.
That still doesn't answer the question, though.
Why would you adopt a demon child?
Yeah.
He didn't know.
That's the question.
How does he not know?
How do you not? How do you adopt a child without?
18 years.
In those 18 years,
he never walked you in the bathroom.
He never saw.
He never brushed your head.
Do you want me to give you the
sleep.
answer?
Yes,
He wasn't around enough.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to find those.
How did his
Not
nanny not find out?
That's a great question.
Someone had
Yeah,
to
like
have
a maid
known.
or something
Yeah.
that takes care of
Who-
a child.
They don't pay me enough for this shit.
How did
They don't pay me at all.
No, Tavi.
Somebody.
Scooby in the game.
Be quiet.
Alright, gang, we've got a new mystery on our hands.
Time to figure out which among us is
Who's
the
Tommy's
demon.
dad?
We're settling some parental disputes.
Was his dad the demon, or was your mom the demon?
We're planning on summoning multiple demons.
Tyler, you aren't even here. Be quiet.
We're planning on summoning multiple demons until they finally pay that child support that they owe.
You do a demon summoning ritual, and they're just like, I am here. What do you need from me? Yeah, you need to sign here. You're late on your child support payments. Oh.
Damn.
Tavi takes levels in Warlock.
Tries to leave. No. It's a
Explain.
binding circle until you sign the contract.
Just points to Tommy. I believe this is yours.
No, with Tavi, it'd be like, I have to go on a field trip, but I need parent permission.
Now, sign the form, and you might be able to go.
All right.
Maybe.
I don't know the mechanics.
Let's continue though.
I remember the question. It's fine. Yeah.
How did no one
How
know?
did no one know?
Yeah.
And then there was someone
And then you
like,
said who, and then I asked who.
The woman that raised me.
But, like,
Stop asking dick.
Sorry. I'm not
it's
asking
a
the
great
right questions. Who?
A woman that worked for Odell raised me.
And all that time, she never told Odell.
Because I caught her stealing it. Several times.
she doesn't get paid enough for this shit.
That's what it is, though.
Mutually assured destruction.
Listen,
Tommy, genuinely, I'm impressed that you managed to have that in you.
it's like, sir, your child's a demon. Well, the demon child. Well, she stole money, and you're like, oh, the demon child said you stole money. I believe that.
Are we done?
I don't want to be.
Do you say that?
I don't know what that was.
The bear's
Was that Ed or Rickard or
The
both?
ghost of the bear.
The
A
answer,
little bit of both.
I want to know more.
Tell Stonk about it, then he'll just, bring it up every 5 seconds. That's the smart thing.
Find Takan, and Takan will
Gore them with
appear.
your horns.
You look a lot better without that bandana.
You look over to like a strange part on the boat, and you just hear a little whee as Takan just T-poses and appears.
How's your wife?
How's your wife? And he just like
takes off ball bearings.
He just fires ball bearings to shoot forward.
he ragdolls off the boat.
Gmod.
Only Slanei sees this, no less, too.
You are delirious right now. All right, let's keep this moving though.
So you... Is it directly from a parent? Is one of your parents a demon? Or is it like,
I too am curious.
I would assume so. I didn't know my fucking dad. What about mom?
Slanei, I don't think you're winning friendship points.
No. There's a way it can end.
I respect your boundaries. So about those boundaries.
I'm gonna.
Even
I'm already at 0.
Mikkel would either kill you or respect those boundaries.
I'm gonna see if I can add negatives to this. The only reason you're getting all this information is because he is breaking. He's broken. He broke down forever ago.
Oh, my favorite character.
I want to know more, but I'm gonna stop.
I was just broken.
You got time for later.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm sure once Tavi recovers a bit, they'll be wanting to talk to you.
Oh, yes, definitely me. I'm their favorite person, you see.
All right. I'll say around this time, Stonk, is when you begin to wake up from your long rest. But that's not what matters right now. Fuck you, Stonk. Yeah, everyone get the fuck out of here. Hey, buddy. Hi, Tyler.
Even me?
No, you stay.
Oh. I thought Stonk was waking up.
Yeah, Stonk's waking up. That doesn't matter. You're what's important.
Wow. How do you feel about this, Tyler?
I'm scared. Go.
Be gone.
Oh boy.
How are you doing, Tyler? How was the kiddos?
Naturally, my residents were the last ones to go.
Of course.
It's traditional.
Nice. All right, here's your funky wonky dream.
Mm-hmm.
Can you all shut the fuck up? Thank you. Jesus Christ. Okay. So when you rage, your mind becomes this whirlwind of anger and despair and demonic fury. When this happens, you feel your body and emotions spiral downwards, and you, Mikkel, fall deeper into the depths of your own mind, further from your eyes, and no longer in control of your own body. But you wake to silence. The air no longer bites in the cold of winter, but instead you feel the warm breeze of summer brush against your fur. The grass is cool in your fingers, and the air is crisp and filled with scents of spruce and birch trees. The stars shine bright in a beautiful clear sky, and branching from the horizons and cradling the world in its grasp feels peaceful. To the north of you, a few seconds pass before you notice something odd. On the horizon, you see a star flicker and burn out into the darkness. Another one close to it, and then another one. These branches of darkness envelop the stars and begin to spread like roots, weaving into the stars and snuffing out each one of their luminance. A figure, a gaunt and blackened like the darkness in the sky, begins to stand and block out what's left of the stars in the north. It stands to reveal a hunched and thin branched figure, and as it unravels its posture, its body takes up the sky. Its head begins to crackle and blossom open into branches akin to spider limbs. Blossoming from its head, the branches disfigure its face, forcing its eyes shut as its head continues to split open. Among its branched head, a red fire lingers and crackles, distorting the light of the stars and the blackened branches around it. And looking at this fire makes you feel cold. This lanky abomination lifts its long arm to the sky, and the roots begin to envelop the rest of the stars and the moon. All of the light gone but hers. There you go. Congratulations.
I'd like to hiss.
All right, you can come back now.
Oh boy, that's gonna help the mood.
Yep. Yeah. How you doing?
Prepare for a certain someone to get shaken a little harder than maybe they should be.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we do not know that one.
That's definitely a healthy outlet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Singular eyes.
Yes. Whoa! How are you doing? Slept well, I assume? Everything's normal? You're in complete control?
On a scale from 1 to grimdark, how grimdark is your 1?
Well, if it's grimdark for me, I'm gonna make it grimdark for all of y'all.
Awesome.
That
Can't wait
is-
to kill you.
I am wearing shorts and a t-shirt currently.
What's friends if not a place to share your grimdark?
All right. Stonk, you begin to wake up at this time in Dagfinn's bed. It's
Seriously, what?
yeah. It's not super warm in here, but it's warm enough. And overall, you had a good night's rest. At this time, it is dark outside. And Mikkel, you find yourself waking as well. How you waking? How you?
I don't think he opens his eye. I think he just puts his claw down, just like feel the place is real. He probably like crunches the bedpost a little with his claws.
It's like a hammock thing.
He probably goes to crunch the ground, and like claws through the cloth and falls down.
He's awake, and you hear some murmuring as well. You don't open your eyes. A figure approaches you and actually touches your shoulder. Are you okay?
I think there's like a momentary hiss as he jerks away. Like,
you pull their hand back.
Who are you?
My name is Kjelfrid. We're free.
Are we?
Thank you. Wow. Existential.
Oh, wow, real deep. Well,
Edgy.
real philosophical. Well done.
Way to be.
Session's over. The campaign's done.
That's how it ended, is are we? And that's
Are we really free?
that was the message of the whole campaign, is we're never really free.
Yeah.
Lauren railroaded us the entire
To be
way.
fair, y'all are free. I'm trapped in the prison of my character player's own making.
Yay.
Good job, Tyler.
I mean, you made it. So your fault.
Do I have pants?
Pans?
Are my clothes nearby?
No. You have a blanket over you.
You're naked like the rest of us were.
Yeah.
Toga time. Do I know how to make a loincloth? I'm just wrapping.
You do your best. Yeah, you can make something makeshifty, but the older woman kind of turns to you and says, what happened to you?
Don't remember very well.
I feel like I would have noticed if you were in our area. Where were they keeping you?
I look around. Do I know where I am relative to anything else? I don't think I would.
Nope.
Not here.
She kind of goes, oh, yeah.
I don't. He's not in a great state of mind.
Yeah. Well, if you need anything, let us know. But for now, have some rest. You'll need it.
Saying that, I don't rest, I look for the party.
You get up?
Yeah.
Alright. Stonk,
One
what are you
point of
doing?
exhaustion?
Yep, 1 point of exhaustion.
Long rest?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
After I wake up, I head back to the deck to see how everyone has held up since I've been gone.
You see everybody around the wheel, right? Yeah, so
Tavi's
everybody is
crying.
around the wheel. You see Tavi looking particularly down compared to everyone else. Rickard looks great. I'm sure he looks great. Yeah, he looks great.
I would say something if Kelly was here right now.
Yeah, we'll give him a moment.
Yeah.
Do 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 do
Hey, Terrell, do you want to tell Stonk, or did you not want
Good
to?
evening, everyone.
do.
How'd you sleep?
Much better.
Use like 3 more of those.
I know. Well, we should probably find out how to get to shore.
It's quite simple, really.
How?
You run it aground.
I'm not there to comment on that one.
You turn the boat, aim it straight for land.
Okay.
I don't see any downsides.
Oh,
Alright. Lauren's looking at me like, okay.
I feel okay. You're an intelligence build. Save us. Are you there to stop this?
I am there to stop this, but also I don't think I can convince the peanut gallery over here.
I feel
certainly
like
try.
I feel like the danger to your life is worthy enough to try.
I think I'd be better off.
Or cast fly.
I think I'm better off before we crash and jumping off and casting fly.
Some people are gonna die.
Alright, now that Tavi's back.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
I'm kidnapping Terrell after this session.
Oh, okay. Tavi, you look like shit. What happened to you?
He doesn't respond.
Imagined everyone would be happy. We're free.
Kel, you make your way back onto the deck and look around and see.
Hey,
I'd probably look for clothes before I'd go to the top.
I think he's still alive. I checked on him.
It's you.
They didn't toss my junk in a drawer and sell it.
They all found the armor, but they didn't find the warm clothing.
Let's go check and see.
We've just been stealing.
Slanei and I are gonna go check on his boyfriend.
Okay.
We'll pull him off.
He's dead.
Damn.
Drops him again.
Drops him
For good
again.
measure.
Now it's a threat. Now it's a warning to the other
You
boats.
kind of Castlevania this poor's head on a pike.
I assumed y'all, unless Slanei plans on reviving him just to kill him again, I expected him to go down worse.
Nah, it's a pretty awful way to go.
It's a pretty awful way to go.
It's a slow
Listen,
and very miserable way.
Ship his head to Gunner.
Merry Christmas!
You could do that.
Won't be opposed. Your debts are cleared.
Hey, Rickard, you want to help me with a little side project?
And the side project you have in mind?
Let's look Dagfinn's office for anything valuable.
They already did the office. His room.
Office room.
Well, we already checked, but we'll check again.
Didn't check the room.
Yeah, we only found clothes.
Oh.
I'll give you advantage on it.
There's probably our weapon somewhere.
Oh, we already have everything.
Yeah.
Everything except my special crossbow bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally done.
Oh yeah, did we find
And
any
I'll give you
axe?
advantage.
Yeah, you found his armor and his axes.
can I point him to where it is though?
He hasn't introduced himself.
Hey!
That's a 25.
With the 25, you do find the arrow of banishment, and you find it in the clothing pile. He was hiding it from people on the boat who might want that.
Grab it. wouldn't have used it on him. That's a waste.
Yeah, kind of.
Arrow of banishment.
Barrow of Annie.
Okay, shoot that into one of the gods and just beat the shit out of them when they come back.
Both of you too soon they'd come back. If they're native to another plane.
What if I told you the mountains are the plane?
Fuck.
They'll just get banished for a little bit.
Yeah.
Banished for a whole minute.
They gotta make the trek back. They gotta like go on a walk.
God damn it.
Oh.
They'll beat the shit out of you in like 3 to 4 months.
The 3 to 4 business months.
Alright, let's keep moving though.
Is there any precious stones in this office?
Oh, well, we should have taken his rings.
How much more did you need?
A lot.
No, you didn't need a lot more.
Like half.
I needed, like, at least 150 GP worth.
Because I know Stonk took some of the bloodstone, and he hadn't given it back.
Oh, I knew that.
And then you guys got
was going
stolen.
To be the reviving one.
Well, how much did... Oh, well, I'm assuming that... Okay, so...
There was 150 gold pieces, I think, that the two of us had together.
Okay. So if that's the case, I'll say that you find 250, so that you get back what you had, plus 100.
Okay.
So close.
Oh, it's taunting you.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll find some more soon.
I don't like that. It's very ominous.
When you need it most.
Mm-hmm. You could always use Tavi's Amulet of Health.
No!
Tavi trusts you enough to let you use it.
Absolutely.
Oh, can I attune to my thing again?
That's just happening if you spend time with it, so you just gotta, like, give her a little kiss and then she'll be like, okay.
You slept with her.
he sleeps with the halberd.
I did sleep.
That was the actual reason you had to leave the bed, is because the halberd was going right where you were laying.
Yep. Sorry, I had to spoon my halberd.
Spoon the halberd.
Yeah.
Mikkel comes up the stairs, and you see Stonk standing by the wheel, along with the rest of the party.
The whole party?
Everybody, yeah, everyone here.
Hi.
I walk up. Are you guys wearing clothes? Or are we all naked?
But you're the only one not wearing clothes.
You noticed that Rickard's wearing Dagfinn's cloak?
I'm wearing shorts.
Spoils of war.
They show my cankles.
I'm realizing you were also talking to the other Goliath while he was pantsless.
Yes.
Yeah.
You killed him honorable death while he's just pantsless.
Yeah.
Wearing his pants.
I didn't want to get blood on him.
Alright. I walk up to you and say, where's the clothes?
Nice accent. To be honest, I was asleep.
I'll let him know. I don't remember.
I asked you where's
So-
the clothes.
So Rickard tells you that it appears that the clothing has been thrown away, but the armor has been kept, and they're probably going to resell it.
Okay. I asked for it back, so I can stop being goddamn naked.
Okay.
The blizzard I'm standing in.
They give you your chainmail back.
Okay. Do I have my studded leather?
Oh yeah, there's studded leather.
Okay, I'll put my studded leather. Chainmail naked sounds like a horrible idea.
Oh yeah.
That's how you die.
I mean, you have fur. You'll be fine.
I'm assuming they probably took my piercings.
But now I'm just thinking about chainmail and fur getting
yeah.
stuck
Otherwise,
in
it's
the
just
chain
like my
links.
skin's all crusty and
Sounds pretty painful.
I'll say you found. I'll say you,
That sounds like
when
it makes
looking
me
through like
transform and kill
Dagfinn
you.
stuff, you found more jewelry. Whether or not
That
it
sounds
was
like a
yours,
real
it's close
binding.
enough. You do find the Thor
You need
earring
one
though.
more chain to
Stash it in
keep
my pocket so
yourself
they don't want my
sane.
limbs
I
to
recommend
Mhm.
chainmail.
extremities.
That shit sucks.
Can I see if there's an earring that kind of closely resembles the one that I had originally?
Investigation.
Did I not find my eye patch? Or anyone did find my eye patch?
I'll say you find one.
Okay.
Whether or not it's the
It's-
right one,
It's
it's
human sized.
I would
Fine.
like for it to be the real one.
yeah. You recognize the handiwork of
One of the guards thought it looked cool.
what was his name again? It was
Stig.
Stig.
Steak.
I thought it was his
Nope, he was the leather worker.
voice. Okay.
Oh, and you also find the mittens and stuff were all thrown away.
Oh.
She's gonna be so heartbroken when we get back.
Slanei, what are you gonna
Truly
do? You
grim
lost your. Oh, wait.
I-
All right. Let's continue this, and we will end the session once you guys exit the boat.
Okay.
You mean crash the boat?
Once I get my clothes on 10 minutes later, because that's what armor takes,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna walk up to Slanei.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna squeeze a little.
Uh-huh.
Would you care to explain what the fuck happened? I'm not doing damage to you, but you're getting the impression, if I want to, I could do 6 slashing damage to you at any second.
Making biscuits right on that shoulder.
I kind of have to kneel down a little to get on your level, just to punt you off the ship.
I was lied to? The Dagfinn on the ship was not the Dagfinn I was talking to?
They stabbed him enough times that I believe in all that.
Or tried to.
You fucked this man for about a week, and you did not know him until...
Correct.
I think he was only truly fucked earlier today.
Congratulations, Slanei, you fucked me, and I slap you.
How much damage does the slap do?
6 emotional.
1 psychic.
1d6
Psychic
emotional.
It's a positive.
You bap him. You bap him. Bap.
I do it in the most insulting way possible.
You.
Have you seen cats with printers and they're just kind of like.
Yeah.
A cat bopping the crocodile. I walk away.
Well, that went well.
Uh-huh.
You know, Mikkel seems distinctly more agitated and grumpy than he did beforehand.
More? Welcome to the party.
I think I should go talk.
No, stop. Stop.
Yes?
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Would you like to try again? Because that one went so well.
Stonk, I think Mikhail needs a pep talk.
Do you remember the last time you talked to
No.
Mikhail?
I'm not saying I'm doing it. You do it.
What?
The last time you tried talking to Mikhail?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Would you like to try?
I really think that this is a bad idea, Stonk.
Then you do it right. It's very clear. I can't talk to him.
I have high enough
You
professional
fucked it
skills,
up.
right?
Tommy is just sitting there depressed.
She's not being quiet.
Drill doesn't fucking know.
I'm walking below deck.
And Rickard.
I don't want to.
Stonk as you gesture. I'm sure you...
So you do it, or I do it.
Team up.
Gonna begin heading downstairs because I'm not leaving Stonk anywhere near Mikhail right now.
With your high perception,
Uh-huh.
you saw as Stonk went, and Rickard, his hand like gestured across the deck, and you didn't see that Mikhail was watching him shout and went down below stairs.
If you're going to talk to him, I won't follow.
Anybody else gonna? Shut up, Rickard.
I can talk to him. I have a fresh legs.
I kind of want to see it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
I'll go talk to him. I don't know this man.
This can only be
You're like sitting on my shoulder.
Why not?
Worst idea.
Knock yourself out.
And if I kill the guest character, it won't affect the campaign. Also, you're volunteering yourself. I'm pretty sure they explained to you the cat demon that ran past you was this man.
I don't think we explained
No,
you don't know that.
we have not explained
I didn't even know I was a bear.
that.
I take that back. It's just a cat man.
All right,
Catman's very upset.
let's do this.
I
So
am
glad you've joined.
The
I am
cat-
going down following.
The Catman's favorite things
For
are
every
milk
animal
and
I've
bacon.
grabbed.
Yes.
Super
Like
annoying.
cats.
Yes.
You're like vibing with
Especially
all
the
the
bacon.
You saw Slanei. You saw like Mikkel. You just darted down up against the wall.
While you guys are arguing about who's gonna go talk to him, I just follow him.
Okay.
I will follow after a short period of time.
I will follow for a short period of time. Should I roll stealth?
Yeah.
We'll give you. I'll tell you guys when you come in.
Okay.
All right, we'll start out with you two.
Alright. I like how the party's never learned when Mikkel leaves, he does not want to be talked to.
But it's very funny.
It's very good.
Despite our
Have fun.
high mental stats for at least 3 party members, we can't seem to put that together.
Nope.
Okay.
Relying
I'm gonna
on the guy
sound
with
for
low
behind
mental
you.
stats to talk to people.
Hello, Tabaxi Man.
I jump.
Oh,
Much
I'm
like a-
sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I apologize. I've been told I have very light footing.
I'm just... How big is this person? I'm just 6 foot. Are you like...
He's 5.
Okay, so you're not that small. I just look at... I am angered and baffled.
Well, it's okay.
What do you want?
Oh, I just wanted to check up on you. You seemed upset. Are you alright? From the looks of it, everyone on this ship involved in the breakout, kind of on edge right now. I can tell there's some parental issues, maybe some religious issues. I've got a little tea here and there. So I just want to do a mental check. Are you feeling okay emotionally?
I love you, sweet naive.
Tibor is about to be murdered in cold blood.
He is... You have said the exact correct amount of genuinely careful, caring things and fearing things, and I think he's blue screening things.
I consider that an improvement.
Yeah.
You hear the dial tone.
Attempt 1 of 5 has failed.
Task failed successfully.
He's just looking like... What the fuck? Not angry, what the fuck? Just... What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely forgot to introduce myself. That's why you're so baffled. Hello, my name is Tabor. I've been on this ship for a very long time, and it's very nice to see some company. You're the only person that's ever tried to break out successfully. There wasn't one man. I was chained to him before by the ankle. He had really gross ankles.
I shake your hand to shut you up.
Lovely to meet you.
Lauren, don't put that there. Don't put that there. Put that there. Don't put that there.
Put that in the sink.
Lauren cannot be trusted with water.
I'm on Lauren laptop duty.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Somehow, this strange, fast-talking man is now higher in my books than half the party. I don't trust you more, but I like you more. He doesn't answer the question, but he acknowledges you said it, if that makes any sense. He's not going to tell you his emotional state.
It's understandable. We just met. You want to take things slow. You don't want to, it's just like a relationship. You don't want to jump right into it, because then things will get messy and it's complicated. You don't even know the person. You don't know them. So, it's okay. But I want you to know that I care about you genuinely. Not in a weird way. I care about you. I hope you're doing okay. If you need anything, I can get you something.
I squeeze your hand a little. I would love to talk later. And I walk away.
Okay, we'll talk later.
That was so good.
So anyway.
That was great. That was great.
I assume as this
You
happens,
broke down some barriers. He didn't cuss you out.
I assume
The
as
fact I didn't shake you or slit your throat, you're doing great.
You're doing fantastic. Yes.
honestly, that might be the most.
I don't think anyone could have done it better.
No, that's
Baffled is the best
Because they're all
you can get.
fucking stupid.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, charisma, baby.
All right.
I assume it's at this point when the two are walking away that Rickard and Slanei just walk downstairs.
Yes. You see them separating ways, and you go, "Oh no."
Oh no! I'm gonna go up to Tibor. It's okay. He doesn't always, he's not the friendliest person at times. It'll be okay.
Where did he cut you?
Oh, he didn't hurt me. He's just a little baffled right now. It's fine. take a nap and it'll be okay. I've been there. Sometimes you don't have you have your snack, you don't have your water, you get cranky.
Slanei is genuinely blue screening also.
Yeah, Rickard's blue screening a little.
How are you, Sunshine? How did you sleep?
I go invisible and walk away.
Okay, we'll talk later. How are you, Rickard?
Take like 6 steps so they can still see you.
Genuinely
I'll use both
didn't expect you to survive.
Not the first time someone said that.
Nothing really shakes you, does it?
I've never told anyone this before, but I trust you, Rickard, because we were chained together. So, I will let you in on this deep, dark secret of mine.
Okay.
I don't like bugs.
Support's my new favorite character.
They make me very uncomfortable. The more legs, it's worse.
Now, Rickard right now is like trying to process what this has to do with what the hell that is said, but also he's really curious as to why this is brought up.
I follow the logic.
Yeah. So, how is that relevant to angry cat person, the magical disappearing halfling?
Well, the Tabaxi wanted his. I didn't catch his name, unfortunately. He shook my hand though. That's a start. He wants some space, so I'll give him some space. And I didn't catch everything, but I feel like the halfling is having some bad times right now. So he also needs some space. It's overwhelming.
He went through a bad breakup.
I had a feeling. Was it the it's
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I hope he's okay.
I think he's doing fine. I think he is handling it in his own way.
Staying in his lane.
Is that why you stabbed him in the dick? He probably had it. Yeah.
Are you just as blue screened as the rest of
Yes.
us?
Genuinely blue screen. I didn't expect our resident
employee model slave.
I didn't expect to survive even past the first encounter, let alone talking to Mikkel after nearly killing Slanei. Oh my god.
I told him quite charming.
You broke literally everyone at this
Let's
table.
talk to the cat man who just turned into a demon and almost killed us and apparently is going insane. And let the chatty dude do it. He'll do fine. And he did.
Amazing.
We never saw it coming.
I'm gonna go
find
find a barrel
up
and
to
sit on it.
I'm gonna go back up to the wheel.
Okay, enjoy the wind. It's very lovely. Actually, no. It smells very salty, and it's really cold. I think I'll stay down here, but it's doing great things to your hair. You have...
Thank you. You should give Mikkel space, but also pester him every once in a while. He likes that.
I understand exactly what you mean. Give him his space, but let him know he's cared for. Just like a mother.
You're either gonna be Mikkel's best friend or his best enemy.
Slanei is...
Enemies to lovers. Let's go.
They see the line between love and hate then.
Slanei is sitting at the top of the stairs, having heard all of this, more blue screen than when he was just a minute ago.
Honestly, I know you can't be here long term, but a character like you just talking to him, if you expect his boundary to shut up when he says shut up, I think that would be healthy for him.
Yeah. The problem is that the one talker doesn't know how to respect boundaries.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well,
Mikkel's the feral cat you need to put in the bathroom
I'll
for a
respect
couple
your boundaries.
weeks.
By the way, Top.
I'll respect your boundaries, but by the way, answer these questions real fast.
Answer me these questions 3. And then I will stop pestering you.
You did, and I stopped.
Just ask the 3 most, invasive and intrusive questions I could ask. But I respect your boundaries.
Occasionally, when it suits me.
I respect that they exist. They don't apply to me.
They apply to everyone else, but not me.
I'm special.
I'm the chosen one.
After going back upstairs, I asked, Slanei, are you here?
I don't know.
Where'd you go?
I'm sitting at the top step, just 1,000-yard stare.
But he's not invisible anymore.
Yeah.
You can see.
Okay. So that was calculated. Either this entity manages to pull Mikkel out of his slump, or Mikkel gets out some of his aggression. Either way, it's a win-win.
I hate to agree with you, but I don't see how you're wrong.
God.
This is the funniest fucking session.
Why? Why is this the funny session?
Decompress.
After the past 2 sessions, we needed to
If you weren't there, I think I might have killed Slanei for real.
Yeah.
I still might. We'll see.
Yeah.
Night is so young. I'll say, while that's happening, it's me, Tyrell, and Tavi hanging out at the wheel. So if you wanted to say anything, now would be the time.
You can go and talk to the cat man.
Just be honest. That's all you gotta do. Clearly, it worked on Mikkel,
Oh yeah, great.
then it should work on Stonk.
Very subtly shakes his head. And there goes
Where's Mikkel? Did him be turning into a demon
What do you think
affect
of that?
the trust anymore?
Well, let's see. Maybe they want to ask where we're going on the boat.
Insight? Never mind, natural 18. He's gotta keep his mouth shut for right now.
I was talking to Slanei
Oh?
about some secrets.
Oh, we all have them.
And I thought I would open the floor for you to speak.
The big dick is here.
Sorry. You want me to tell my secrets?
Well, it's not like you've kept them very secret today.
Yes. Suppose the towel did obscure it.
Is that Tyrell actually crying in this moment too?
That would be fair.
Facepalm, yeah. No. No. Not what I meant.
Just Tyrell.
Your eye.
Oh. That.
Oh.
Tommy visibly realized.
Oh my god, it wasn't about the dick.
Yeah, that's what Stonk gets out of that.
And it's at that moment Stomp learned Tommy's in the
I'm
closet.
sorry about that.
This is the comedy session.
It really shouldn't be,
Yeah, I think it's just how we're coping with it.
Yep.
We'll get Grimdark while we get back into the blizzard.
though. Yeah.
Alright.
Serious time.
Oh, we're talking about that. Well, what do you want to know about it?
I already know.
Oh,
I
you do?
know what you know.
Well,
Let's go through your notes.
I'm gonna roll an insight check real quick. There you go, Roar. Okay. Yeah, I probably don't notice this. Did you say you were talking with the others about it, or?
I was talking to Slanei about secrets.
Whatever
That's very vague, yeah.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
And Slanei could have been talking about any number of secrets.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
when you
so just open up about all of it.
also Stonk? Remember when you told Slanei don't ever tell a secret without consulting me first?
Does he remember that? Because maybe Slanei already told me. Because Slanei talked to me about secrets.
So they talked to you, didn't he?
Slanei's probably sitting at the top of the stairs at this point. You can see him.
Screaming outside.
It's the wind off the bow of the ship.
Well, what I know about the eye, I won't bother hiding. Since you obviously know about it. But I believe it's a demon.
Is that what you really think?
Yes. Unless it's not actually what it is. In which case you're lying to me.
Yeah.
You definitely should roll an insight.
Yeah. Yeah, you're there, Toby.
Yeah, I am there.
Hi, Tommy.
Hi,
Hi.
Toby.
How's it going?
You look like your dad died.
15.
9.
That would be deception for me, wouldn't it be?
If you actually.
Okay, deception, that's like a 9, so
You know?
you both know
Yay!
that
It
he's...
wants an insight check.
Yeah!
Yay!
He's more or less trying to dodge it now. Good question.
I was telling Slanei what the eye was used for before you came into possession. In case you didn't know, I'm from the Circle of Akma.
What's he got to do with this?
That's not got to do with it.
Don't hurt me.
There's no need to dodge it when it's so obvious.
Actually, no, I'm not dodging this time. I don't know what he has to do with this. She. Right.
That shows how much you know.
I would have given you the phrase?
Benefit of the doubt?
Yeah! Benefit of the doubt. Since Slanei didn't know, and he seems to be the keeper.
Oh god.
Oh god.
To be fair, I think Rickard knows way more and this doesn't tell us.
She does know quite a bit.
But not that.
Well, it seemed we both didn't know. So,
You said fuck the Northians, did you not?
yes.
Before you had it, it was in their hands. Did you steal it?
Came into the possession of a book back in Guildford. Didn't seem there was any language in it that I understood. Then we proceeded over a lake.
Oh no.
While we were on that lake, blacked out during that time, but when I woke up, I had the cat. They told me that I had taken it from the book.
And what happened during this blackout? What the others?
I think I punch Slanei, but
Nothing
do
out of
that-
the ordinary.
I do that pretty often. And I took the book. What do you want with it?
It's more what you're doing with.
Do you think I'm going to misuse it?
Certainly don't think you're going to try. Since it was stolen. Not from you.
It's no longer in the Avenodian's possession.
When it was used against my people.
Well, they don't have that leverage over you. Free to do whatever you want.
Well, how do I know what you're going to do? It's still not in our hands. Nor in its rightful hands.
With your God.
Yeah.
And you know what they'll do with it.
The gods. It will go on as nature intended it. Nature.
Personally, I don't think the gods should have as much power or sway over everything that they do. The way I see it is I love it. Just a bit.
And you're wanting to live with it. With it.
Not with yours, don't worry. I hold no grudge against Dagfinn.
I was worried you were working with the Avenodians. I noticed you did. Because you had it. Because it was used against us. Because it caused the wedding.
Well, I did not know all of this, being honest. And that does explain quite a few things. Well, I had no idea why the wedding was being held. Just assumed it was some pointless alliance. It was only there to be part of the celebration. So,
Such a celebration.
yes. It's quite violent.
Every situation I've been with you at, it's been quite violent.
We talked to the trolls. That wasn't violent.
You sure you could have taken them?
Yes. I've yet to fail. Hi.
All the pointing and then immediately like listen.
Are you still in
Stonk just said he has yet to fail.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sure buddy.
I've yet to fail, says the man who got captured by slavers.
Yeah, why are we here?
Oh, that's
failed.
on. That's on him. Well, we're now in command of this vessel. Killed everyone that opposed us. And we're making good progress towards the arena.
All the fun.
That's the beautiful thing. If you don't have a plan from the beginning, then everything is a plan.
Tommy was really promising when Tom opens his mouth at this point. She's like, yeah, just a soul in her eyes.
It's fine. Are we gonna beach that ship? Any
anytime soon.
Yeah, eventually. I was waiting for people to get rested up a little bit more before we beached it.
Oh, so you guys should probably wait till we're closer to where we're going before we crash the ship.
If we can steer it.
You're coming up on a turn, guys.
Yeah.
We don't know how to turn.
Oh my god.
Try to turn. If it goes great, we keep going. And if we don't turn right, well, then we're start parking.
Yeah.
These naked people in the middle of a blizzard. I'm not near a port.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I see
How many
nothing wrong
guards
with
was there total again?
Around 50.
Okay. So there's
And
enough clothes for everyone.
Yeah.
If it fits you.
Provided it's.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'll say the now free people forced most of the slavers to jump the boat.
Good. Do you have any other questions? Comments? Concerns?
Not for now.
Thank you for the information, Tyrell. It was very enlightening.
Oh yeah.
Try search the ship for weapons.
We've already done that.
Okay.
Thank you.
22 for what?
Insight.
I asked
Yeah.
Rickard.
About the
Rickard.
thank you.
Well, the-
Yeah,
Thank you for information.
he's genuine.
I
He's not being sarcastic. If he had already
I'd
known
tell
it,
him
he would have
where
been sarcastic.
the weapons.
But that
I
was
don't
new
remember what
information,
room.
so.
We got
And also just everywhere on the floor.
Like, with the 22,
The
you know,
bodies.
it's a little, like, he's still a little suspicious
I go
since
there.
you know all of this, but
I don't
you
know it
did
all.
give all the information as far as he knows to,
Yeah.
that he didn't know. You filled in a lot of gaps, so he's still gonna thank you for it. He's an asshole, but he's not a dick. Really?
I believe in you.
Thank you. Wait, fuck.
Unfortunately, no.
F.
There's no one here who can use that.
Okay, do I find my actual weapons?
Your weapons have already been found.
Okay. Well, I just got my studded leather back. I didn't get my weapons back. Now I have them back.
Oh, how much money do we find, by the way?
You can certainly try.
420.69.
Where's our money?
Yeah, what about our monies?
We get our monies. And
Monies.
also level up.
Roll a percentile, and your level up is coming soon, I promise.
All of us?
Percentile? All of us roll percentile?
One
Just
person.
one person rolling percentile.
Do we trust you?
I will grab Starlight, actually.
Oh, I think my focus being at the beanbag.
Okay. No.
How much?
33.
You get 33% of your shit back. Well, no, it would be you get 63% because 50% was you break even. So you
Okay.
get.
Fucking no.
What's she being now?
She's being bag.
Are we sharing evenly?
I think a certain someone should.
All right, so this is this is the total amount
I
that you
believe we
guys had, and then it's going to be reduced by a.
Wait, where would all of the money have gone?
They would have had it in probably Dagfinn's office. I just forgot about it.
Where would the rest of the money have gone?
That's all you find.
You could tear the ship apart. You could shake down every survivor. Like, where'd you put my money?
Yeah.
There's no survivors.
The slaves.
Freed people.
Yeah,
They found
previously enslaved people.
the previously enslaved people who found your wallet and just took it.
I'll say you gain. Alright, that's how much you get back. So 11 platinum pieces, 200 gold pieces, 25 silver pieces, and 22 copper pieces.
Ooh. And Kel doesn't even need money. Who uses money in this economy?
In this economy?
Alright. What would you guys like to do now?
I'm steering the boat.
Do you see the turn?
With my evil eyes. do I see
I'm
the turn?
saying on the map, you know a turn is up ahead.
So we don't see the turn.
No, but it's coming soon.
I'll come back up deck eventually.
I have a question. Who can I call captain?
No one.
Me.
No.
No.
Absolutely
No.
not.
Give him the power.
No.
Absolutely not.
He's the biggest and strongest.
Captain
No.
twice orphaned.
Yes. Please address me by my full title.
Stonk Collar twice orphaned, once mutinied.
Well,
I was the
something.
mutineer. But yeah, Captain Stonk. Try it. Yeah. I am leading us.
Do you know how to sail? Are we going to do a repeat of the original Now Delhi? The first scene of the original Now Delhi?
You guys jumping boat and then sinking. Goliaths can't swim.
Also, this is full of exhausted slaves.
Yeah.
Also, most
I don't think we should jump because the water is cold.
Yes, I
It's
agree.
cold and I don't want to pay attention.
It's full of fish. Gross.
You.
It's not as bad
You
as
turn
bugs.
yourself into a whale and bring us all over.
Turn yourself into a pickle.
I'm not going to do that.
It would be really cool.
Could be a shark.
Could be a shark, yeah. But you could also be a whale.
I mean,
have
you'd have to do, like, dive as a whale, transfer mid-air, turn into whale, and then you have to do a jump out onto the beach so you don't get transformed with water on you, because you will freeze.
Whales have big ones.
Well, when you untransform,
Humans.
Oh, yeah, true.
you gotta have, like, a crane pick the whale out, dry you off, and then you transform.
I don't think you can pick up a whale.
No, you can't do a flying creature yet.
No, I can't.
Can you take advantage for looking in the office for trying to find another safe?
Yep.
Did you
There's
check?
gotta be more money.
Did you check inside Dagfinn's back of holding up his ass?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Wait, his body's still there. We can still check.
Kind of frozen. Kind of stiff. You have to warm it up a little bit before you.
Well, I was told I got my equipment back, so guided battering was in my equipment.
Yes.
Put their hand in there.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll say one of the guards died to it.
Wait,
Nice.
I thought it didn't work on the boat.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
We can hold it like off the edge and then
No,
shove a guy
we
in.
said they would die after they got the boat.
Got it. Fair enough.
They put their hand in there.
Because they tested it out.
Wait.
It's a nice bag. You could sell it.
Wait, Lauren.
Oh, maybe that's where
One
our
of-
money went.
One of the guards who jumped off was one of the guard that stuck his hand in. So as he's jumping off, his hand just disappears.
Nice.
I don't think that's quite how it works.
It is now.
You got sucked in. But yeah, if you want me to help,
Yeah.
or
Because this definitely isn't all of it.
boom. Yeah, how does a 23 sound?
23?
Yes.
Where are you looking? Office or bedroom?
Office first, and then if we can't find anything, we'll then go to the bedroom.
Okay. In the office, you look in the desk and you do find a safe in one of the desks.
We have two ways of doing this.
You gonna open?
You
I
know a
can
black
try and open it. Holy fuck. I was not expecting to even roll well. These are just a straight dex, right? 21.
Straight decks? Why you...
Or is it sleight of hand? Because either way, it's the same.
For breaking into
For
a
breaking into the...
You don't pick a safe. You got.
Yeah, you don't have any of the supplies needed to do that.
Never mind that. Well,
We're gonna have the.
We have a
brute
stonk that could probably
I was
crack
going
it
to say
open.
Stonk.
Yes.
Can you break the safe?
Yes.
Crack
Thank
it open.
you.
There's definitely not a glyph of
Yeah.
warning that goes off if you try to break in.
I don't care.
I wouldn't be a glitch.
It wouldn't do anything.
I'm strong too.
It's true.
Runes work on this boat. We've proven this.
Yeah, I don't want you to talk to
You
me.
should draw some runes.
Just Tommy look offended for a second, and then realize, wait a minute.
For cracking up the safe, what am I rolling?
Intimidation.
Strength.
Strength, just flat strength.
Yep.
Intimidate the safe.
Feed the face safe poison.
Oh, do I get stand?
Eh?
Only a 12. I'm a little tired. I still am rolling at disadvantage here.
Aren't we all?
12-1.
So, it's good.
Yeah.
You can just take.
You'll keep it for now. You could just keep the safe
And
for
then
now.
we'll look in Dagfinn's actual room then.
It's made of rubber.
10.
Yeah, sorry.
2 plus 8.
You find a pair of Dagfinn's underwear. Is that what you find?
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
there's a streak.
We have 3 chances.
You are correct.
DC probably went higher.
That is 22.
For 22, what are you searching? What are you doing now?
Searching Dagfinn's room.
Didn't you just roll a 10 for that?
Yes, but
I think the
based
3 was
on-
for breaking the chains.
That's,
No, that was also for searching the rooms. I said they had 3 tries for each of the rooms.
Yeah. We used 1 for actually searching for our shit. Rolled high.
Mm-hmm.
Used the second one for the most recent, the one prior before this. Now we're checking again for a safe.
And different, like, get to justify it properly.
Yeah. Here's the thing that irks me a little bit is, say I'm looking for a key. I roll investigation to find the key. I roll shit.
Okay.
Well, me, Lauren, the character in the game, does not know I rolled shit. I assume I didn't find it. There would be no reason for me to roll again unless I'm metagaming out of character knowing there's a key.
Okay.
So that's my justification.
I totally get that. We were just told 3 rolls.
Yeah. So that was mainly for, like, vaguely searching for your things in the room.
Okay.
Just
I
so
was
you
running
guys
off
didn't
still
get your
the
weapons
3.
back, you know?
I was still
Yeah.
running off of that 3 checks. That's
Yeah.
why I said to do it again, because
Yeah, that was mainly so you guys wouldn't not get your weapons back, you know? Because it would be cruel of me to say all of your weapons were thrown overboard.
All of our cool-ass magic weapons.
Yeah, that are definitely worth a lot of money.
Man, exhaustion fucking sucks.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it does. You know what else sucks? Having no magic. I'm gonna go back to trying to fucking destroy the runes.
Okay. Are you guys gonna try to work with the boat yet? Because I thought that was the plan, and
I'm also on deck.
we only got 30 minutes before Kelly has to leave, and that's where I want to end the session.
The drinks as well.
Yeah.
I made those.
Yeah, we should probably head for sure.
Let's speed run the crashing the boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rickard, do you tell them to not kill us all?
Because right now our plan is to run the ship aground.
Are you running it into the ground, or are you running into the mountain?
Which way is the
Mountains.
looking at the map?
Mountains on the right.
No, I meant which way would get us to Ingvald's arena?
North.
Running
North.
it not on the mountainside, on the other side. That way we don't have to cross over.
Where are you putting the boat?
Well, I was just going to, I don't know, get it to shore?
I look around. Where are we?
It's snowing out, and you're obscured.
So we don't know where we're crashing.
No idea.
You have to pick which side.
Yeah, I say the left side is the better side.
Okay.
Do you want to know the geography of the area? Not even where we are,
We
just
have a
what's
map.
north.
We
Okay.
have a map.
We're we near a town?
No.
You don't know where you are on the map.
Is there a town north that we could
No.
be near?
We're going to Ingvald's tournament one way or another, so...
You realize if you crash the ship, you are not going again.
You guys, I'm going to clarify this. You guys physically do not have enough people to drive it much farther than this.
Yes.
So
We have to stop it.
you have to stop it.
The thing is, there's a bunch of naked people down there.
They're wearing clothes.
Yeah, they put clothes on.
They're civilized people.
They're wearing, like, winter clothing. We just told them to follow the river the other way.
Also, didn't one of them suggest that we use like the boat as shelter on the
Yeah.
shore? So.
Alright,
Just gotta frame
well,
it in a way that
does anyone know how to stop a boat?
No clue.
It goes until it stops.
I assume the ground will stop it.
I have 10 intelligence. Is that enough to know that this is a horrible, horrible idea?
Depends on how you do it. You could do it real good.
You can do it real bad.
Or you can do real bad.
There's only one actual intelligent person among us, and it's just
This doesn't sound good, but I don't know enough to say it's bad.
yeah.
This 20
I don't
intelligence
have-
right now
I don't have a better plan.
doesn't have enough empathy right now. So it's about as far as the boat's going to go anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well crash it.
I'm like 14 intelligent. I read a book.
Alright, well, you're too short to do this.
Uh-huh.
Do we trust Stonk to save us all?
Oh god.
Or you gotta make... Do you have Terrell do it?
Shut up.
I am not that intelligent.
Hello?
Mocha.
Rick-
That's
Maybe.
why
I guess
So far, the rolls you've been having to make is survival checks,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'll be
which
good
is what
at
you're good at that.
Yeah. Sure, I'll try.
All right.
Stop
Go
the
ahead.
boat.
Disadvantage, right?
Yeah, but I
We
I
could
can
give you
You,
help.
you can
my
give...
eagle eye.
Yes, you can give help.
So you have flat.
Angie.
She chose violence.
25.
25.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not 20.
Oh, that's an nat 20 right
So, Terrell, you do your best to man the boat for now.
Yeah.
And as you find from what you deemed, as you look ahead, appears to be a flatter area that would be safer to beach a boat, you turn the wheel to the left and attempt to push it along the tree line. And Stonk, as she's turning a little bit, she needs a little bit of help. So you pull it a little bit farther and are actually able to safely beach it on the shore. And you hear the crackling of trees beneath the massive hull of the boat, as the trees are actually what slow it down as it begins to beach itself.
Oh. I didn't have to jump off
You
the
have
slide.
3 turns before it tips over.
Oh, I do have to jump off the slide.
Oh boy.
now. Everyone off the boat!
I am assuming you talk to the people about this.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a climbing speed. I climb off the boat.
All right, everybody make a dexterity check, please.
Is it a dexterity save or a dex check?
Save. I'll say save.
Who's within 10 feet of me?
Yes! I get advantage.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, you're good.
Nat 20.
You're good.
Dex save? Oh boy.
That was cocked.
Chris, you gotta mark those
That
down.
was cocked? Okay.
Wait, 14.
Not cocked.
17.
Pretty good.
21.
21. All right.
21.
14?
All right, so raise your hand if you rolled shit.
Tabor.
Rest in peace, Tabor.
we just need Tabor to gourd.
Rest impaled.
19 plus. Yeah, you're 23.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Did you roll with advantage?
No.
What'd you?
It's I had 15 plus 6.
Oh. Never mind
Alright,
then.
we all get the
We're all
top
fine.
bonus.
Yep, never mind. You're good.
Did any of this...
We'll say that you guys let them off first. So
Damn it. Just latches on.
They don't die.
you guys eventually make it all onto the snow once more, and the boat very slowly begins to creak and fall over to one side. And as the trees actually break its fall partially, so it doesn't fall completely over, but for the most part, it's tipped. Mm-hmm. And the what did we call it? Wasn't an emblem. It was a
Sigil.
Fuck.
well, the big
Crest?
the big crest thingy.
Figurehead? No.
As figurehead, something like that. As it falls over, the cloth is torn by the trees.
Oh, wait, the mass?
Not the mast, the
The snake?
Sail?
the sail. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
but it was whatever the thing was on the sail specifically. Symbolically.
Oh, yeah, that's just
The pirate flag.
The serpent is no longer biting its tail.
Wow, symbolic.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
the Ouroboros just ripped itself in two.
Mm-hmm.
So when the apocalypse happens, that's it. No renewal.
Mm-hmm.
F.
Anyways, who wants to go on a walk?
Yeah.
We're gonna camp.
And I would...
People need to rest.
A sleeping might be good.
Probably a good idea. Make a cocktail to.
I would like to get one more long rest.
I would like 2 more long rests, but that's not happening.
Let's
I
take,
would like
let's
to-
take,
Make a little
let's take
fire.
a long rest. I'm sure nothing will happen. We can use the wood of the trees we destroyed as firewood.
Yeah. I'll say that for the most part, the now freed slaves have made their have kind of begun to reassess the boat a little bit, and you've noticed that from what it appears, they seem to be discussing camping, like setting up a camp at the like an encampment on the ruins of the boat. And yeah, they're thinking of setting it up there, as they don't really have much of a chance outside in the winter on their own.
I'm glad this winter will end.
Yep.
We're terrible people.
Yay!
Yeah.
We literally have no option to end this winter.
Life in slavery, possibly a chance to survive, probably gonna die a cold, lonely death.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Both sound
I'd take
equally
the ladder.
appealing.
All right. I say we end the session here. The boat is tipped. You're all safe. Well,
Woo!
a little poor, but not as poor as you were.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
We do?
Hmm?
We level up?
No.
God damn it.
They. Oh, sorry. You're leveling up very soon. You're just leveling up. Once the party splits.
what?
No, the party's splitting. None of us.
I think now is an appropriate time to mention to our audience.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, Tyrell and Tavi and Tabor are going to be playing with us next week, but that will be the last week that they are playing with us for now. So, next session, there will be
Goodbye.
there will be something. Something will happen. It will split the party, and we're gonna have a great time.
I feel like you're lying to us right now.
No, why would I lie?
We'll also split the Slanei
Into.
in two.
Yes, it
Left
could.
in twain.
It could. All right. So, before I wrap up the recording, how's everyone feeling?
No, it's
Woo!
That was a very funny session.
Yeah,
Had a lot of
that was
good comedic moments.
Too funny. What do you guys want to name it?
There's no such thing as too funny.
Blue screen.
Comedic moments. It completely misses the point about everything this episode was supposed to be about.
Well, what's
Non-enslaved peoples.
Torture and titters.
where's Dagfinn from? I forget.
Ísenda.
Ísenda?
Don't worry,
Ísenda's funny song videos.
Okay, I like that one.
I might do that one. All right. I'm going to wrap up this recording now. Any last words?
Tyler.
We began with cum.
Grapefruit.
Wait.